Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a story about what if Naruto and Yugito have a child council bashing. Before I start, please support for more amazing content and do consider subscribing to my channel and share this video with your friends. This is written by cavierno and link in the description and support writer. Let's start the video. Chapter 1. It was a sunny day in Konoha. Naruto was eating a few bowls of ramen when suddenly Jiraiya showed up. "Hey Gaki!" shouted Jiraiya while hitting Naruto's back. "Oh hey Arisenin, what are you doing here?" asked Naruto, then returned to eating his ramen. "We got a mission from the Hokage," replied Jiraiya calmly. Naruto was surprised by this, he quickly slurped all of his ramen and paid for it. "Thanks Tucci." The two then walked to the Hokage mansion. When they reached there, with no doubt Naruto and Jiraiya both jumped through the window. "What's up Bachan?" "Jiraiya told me we got a mission," shouted Naruto happily. "Why don't you two ever use the door?" screamed Tsunade with her angry face. Naruto made a foxy grin. "Well, I'm just so excited for a mission haha," said Naruto while scratching the back of his head. Tsunade sighed before being serious. "Alright, I need you both to go to Kumo. They said that they have many information about the Akatsuki." "Why don't you just ask an Anbu to do this mission?" Bachan asked Naruto. "Well, you both have faced the Akatsuki, and I heard they also have another Jinchuriki there. Maybe you'll get along considering the only Jinchuriki you know is Gaara," said Tsunade. "This will also improve our village relationship with the hidden cloud," said Jiraiya, continuing Tsunade's explanation. "Oh alright then, how long are we going to stay there?" asked Naruto, hoping it won't be too long. "You will stay there for about 4 weeks," replied Jiraiya, which gave Naruto a shock. "Well, what, 4 weeks? Don't you think it's too long?" shouted Naruto while panicking. "Don't worry, you have Jiraiya," said Tsunade with a smile. "Just don't be a pervert when you come back here, alright?" Tsunade said that while giving Jiraiya a stare. "Haha, no can do Tsunade." Jiraiya said it with an evil smirk on his face. "Bachan, you know I won't be a pervert like him." Naruto pointed his fingers to Jiraiya. "Alright, you two go get your stuffs and get ready to go to Kumo now," said Tsunade. The two left the Hokage mansion after that. "Hey Naruto, meet me in front of the gate in 20 minutes. Jiraiya then walked separate ways. "Alright," replied Naruto. Naruto went to his apartment. He didn't bring much, just the things that he will really need. When suddenly a voice talked to Naruto. So you're going to Kumo, Naruto?" asked a demonic voice which is known by the name as Kyuubi or Kurama. "Yeah, Bachan told me there is another Jinchuriki there," replied Naruto while organizing his stuff. "Well, she's right. The Biju there is the Two Tails. She is a Nekomata, her name is Matatabi, a very good friend of mine actually," confessed Kyuubi. "But then, maybe I'll be good friends with the Jinchuriki." Naruto then left his apartment going to Konoha's gate. "There you are Gaki, been waiting for you," said Jiraiya. "Oh sorry for making you wait, Arisenin," replied Naruto. "Alright then, let's go." Time skips a week. Naruto and Jiraiya are now in Kumo. "Ah, we're finally here," said Jiraiya gladly. "Well, we could have got here faster if we don't stop so much," complained Naruto. "I'm old Gaki, I need to rest." Jiraiya said it with a grin. "Picking on girls isn't resting," said Naruto while holding back laughter. "Hey, I need that to inspire my book," defended Jiraiya. "Whatever Arisenin, you're a perv no matter what," said Naruto. The two went straight to the Refuge. "Hey boss, two guys from Konoha wanted to meet Yase Dairy. Send them in," commanded Refuge while signing paperworks. As Jiraiya and Naruto stepped into the room and saw the Refuge, all he thinks about was, "Damn, that is some scary muscle." Suddenly Naruto heard a demonic voice in his head. "Is that what it takes to intimidate you, Naruto? Some muscles?" asked Kyuubi with a mocking tone. "No, why would I be afraid of those? It's just that it's not every day I see somebody with those kind of muscles," replied Naruto with confidence. Kyuubi just sighed. "I've been expecting the both of you. This must be the Nine Tails Jinchuriki, right?" I said it while staring to Naruto. "Yes, he is the Nine Tails Jinchuriki. We are here to make an alliance considering both of our country have a Jinchuriki which is being hunted by the Akatsuki," said Jiraiya. "Yes, we also have information about the Akatsuki, which is one of the reason that both of you are here." A continued his paperwork while speaking. "Well, the both of you should rest first, it's already late." As A said that, Yugito came through the door. "Yugito, are you here to report your mission?" asked Refuge. "Yes, mission accomplished." Refuge-sama. Yugito noticed the two ninja. She knew the old guy with the long gray hair was the legendary Sanin Jiraiya, but she doesn't know who is the blonde-haired kid. Naruto was just staring at the other blonde. "Wow, she is beautiful, even more beautiful than Sakura." Yugito realized Naruto was staring back at her. She looks at him for a bit. He's really cute, especially with those whisker marks. Before anything becomes awkward, she quickly asked the blonde boy, "What's your name?" asked Yugito with a little smile. "Oh, my name is Naruto Uzumaki." Naruto wasn't expecting Yugito to talk to him, especially because he was stunned of how beautiful she looks. "And you?" I'm Yugito Nai, nice to meet you Naruto. After she introduced herself she turned her head to Jiraiya. You must be Jiraiya, the legendary Sannin. Yep, that's me, said Jiraiya proudly. Refuge then looked at Naruto and Jiraiya. We already prepared the hotel you will be staying in, so you both are fine to go and rest. Alright then, we'll be going now, said Jiraiya while walking out of the Refuge office, with Naruto still staring at her a bit. Then he turns his head to Yugito. Good work Yugito, successful as always, you can go now. Thank you Refuge-sama, thanked Yugito. As Yugito walked out of the office, she saw Naruto walking alone. She runs to him. Hey Naruto, is it, asked Yugito. Huh? Oh yeah, hi Yugito, replied Naruto shyly. Yugito wonders, why is he alone, aren't you supposed to be with that Sannin? Oh, Sannin, I think he went to the bar or something, replied Naruto still a bit shy. Yugito shocked at what Naruto calls Jiraiya. You call one of the legendary Sannin pervert? Wow, you're brave. Naruto raised his eyebrows. He's a pervert, you know those Icha Paradise novel? Yeah I do, why you ask? Yugito started to realize why he calls him a pervert. He wrote those books, said Naruto, making Yugito shocked. He wrote those books seriously, a Sannin. Yugito wasn't expecting a legendary Sannin to be a pervert, but she was curious, how do he gets the inspiration to write those pervert book? Usually by peeking on naked girls at the hot springs or picking up girls in the bar, which is probably what he's doing now. Yugito was still shocked. Remind me not to go to hot springs around him. Suddenly a voice speak to Naruto. Hey kid, ask her to have a dinner with you, said Kyuubi. Huh? Was all Naruto can say. Come on kid, you know you like her. Trust me, you both got something common in both of you. Kyuubi tries to convince him. Naruto began to wonder, no I don't like her, I just think she's beautiful, and what do we have in common? I'll tell you if you ask her to have a dinner with you. Come on kid, look at her. Kyuubi successfully convinced Naruto. Fine. Naruto was a bit worried, what if she doesn't want to have dinner with me? He thought to himself, but he put all bravery in him and asked her, hey Yugito, do you want to have dinner with me? Yugito was surprised, nobody ever asked her out, is he asking me out? I can't believe this. Yugito was happy, her face turns a bit red, yeah sure Naruto. Naruto was jumping around in his mindscape, he was extremely happy. Kyuubi just laughed looking at his excitement. The two blondes walked into a restaurant which was picked by Yugito. Hi Yugito, how are you? Greeted Kenichi, the restaurant chef. I'm great Kenichi, replied Yugito. And who is this? Is he your boyfriend Yugito? Kenichi was staring at Naruto. Naruto quickly replied with a blush on his cheeks, no, we both just met. Yugito was smiling looking how funny Naruto reaction was. Okay then, so Yugito the usual? Asked Kenichi. Yeah miso with shrimp, replied Yugito with a smile. How about you Naruto? Naruto quickly responded, I'll have the chicken ramen. Sure thing, replied Kenichi while her prepared their food. The two blondes sat down and they both started to get to know each other. Yugito doesn't know that Naruto is a Jinchuriki, same thing to Naruto, he doesn't know that Yugito was the Jinchuriki Kyuubi was talking about. I don't think I should tell him my status as a Jinchuriki, maybe he will be like everyone else, thought Yugito. Her face was a bit sad. Yugito, are you okay? You're looking a bit sad. Naruto tries to cheer her up. Yeah I'm fine Naruto, don't worry, smiled Yugito with still a bit of sadness in her face. Whoa, she looks extremely beautiful when she smiles. Even though I know she's hiding something. Naruto was stunned of how beautiful she looks. The two then started to talk to each other about their lives. Yugito was surprised of how Naruto was constantly cheering her up. Yugito then realized she haven't told him about her status as a Jinchuriki, he's just being nice, because he didn't know I'm a Jinchuriki, Yugito thought to herself. The food finally came and the both of them started eating. 5 minutes later an Anbu came. Miss Nai, you are being called to the council, stated the Anbu. Both Yugito and Naruto was surprised. Well I have to go Naruto, it's nice spending time with you. See you tomorrow, said Yugito feeling hard to leave Naruto. Alright then, see you tomorrow, replied Naruto with his foxy grin. Yugito just smiled and left. Well that ruined everything, thought Naruto. Hey kid, feeling a bit down? Chuckled Kyuubi. Naruto sighed, feeling a bit sad, then he realized. Hey Kyuubi, what are you going to tell me about Yugito earlier? Well kid, you actually wanna know, huh? Replied Kyuubi with a grin. Of course I do, furball, Naruto replied with a serious tone. Well she's the two-tails Jinchuriki. Kyuubi knew what will happen next. She's the what? Why don't you told me earlier? I really wanted to talk to another Jinchuriki. Naruto was a bit angry. And you did talk to her, Kyuubi laughed. Naruto sighed, whatever. Naruto finished his meal and paid for it. He was near the Refuge tower when suddenly he saw Yugito crying while running. Naruto saw her. Yugito, why are you crying? Shouted Naruto. But Yugito didn't seem to hurt him and keeps running to the woods. Naruto wanted to follow, but instead of following her he quickly ran to Refuge tower to ask him. Hey boss, it's that kid again from Konoha, said Derry. Huh? Let him in. A was like other leaders, signing his paperworks. Refuge-sama, why is Yugito crying? Naruto asked with a panic face. She was sent for a suicide mission by the council, A said it with a down voice. What do you mean suicide mission? Naruto shouted, not caring that he is speaking with the Refuge. Refuge explains, I think you already knew Yugito is the two-tails Jinchuriki, right? The council didn't like her, so they sent her onto a suicide mission against the Akatsuki. What? They sent her? Alone? She could get killed. Why don't you stop it? Naruto asked furiously. It's against the law for anyone to interfere with mission like those. Seems to be very sad at this. Wait, but I'm not a Kumo ninja. I can help her. Can I? Naruto expression change as he speaks. You can, but you will be risking your life if you do. Is hoping. Naruto is serious on helping her as he was suddenly preparing papers and putting it into a single envelope. I know, but I need to get to her. Before Naruto can leave, Refuge quickly hold him. Wait, if you manage to save her, please give this to her. Gave him the envelope he made, and Naruto quickly jumped out of the window and went straight to the forest. Naruto was moving as fast as he could to save his fellow. He heard sounds of explosions and felt a huge chakra nearby. Hit. That's the Two Tails chakra. Shouted Kyuubi. What? Oh no, I need to move faster. As Naruto was moving, the massive chakra he felt was disappearing. No Yugito. Naruto landed on a tree and saw Yugito being carried by Kakuzu while Hayden was putting his arm back. Naruto quickly struck Kakuzu, which caused him to lose balance and drop Yugito. Don't you dare take her away from me. Naruto spreads a massive killing intent. The Nine Tails, huh? Said Kakuzu. Well, I guess we'll be taking 2 Jinchurikis tonight, right Kakuzu? Said Hayden. Kakuzu just nodded. Naruto quickly made shadow clones to take Yugito away from both her village, council and the Akatsuki. Yugito's eyes were blurry, but she saw a blonde with orange jacket and she mumbled, Naruto. Before fainting again. Well, that's cheating, Hayden said it as he strikes Naruto with his 3-bladed scythe, which Naruto dodged. Too slow. Naruto threw shurikens at him, but he blocked all of it. Naruto is airborne now when suddenly, Gyuden. Atsugai Kakuzu used this wind style, hitting both Hayden and Naruto, but when it hit Naruto, he vanishes into a puff of smoke. The real Naruto quickly jumped behind Kakuzu equipped with 2 Rasengan on each arm. Rasengan. Naruto shouted as Kakuzu screamed in pain. 2 of his masks are broken. When he used that wind style, he hits his own friend, but it didn't hurt him at all, literally, thought Naruto, while dodging Hayden's scythe. Naruto quickly pulled out his kunai to block counter Hayden's scythe, but he then realized Kakuzu's body was ripping apart. 4 of his mask stands until suddenly 2 of them dropped. Naruto was confused of why did that happened, still he was focused on Hayden until finally he managed to stab Hayden's neck. What? How could he not die? Thought Naruto. Hayden then kicks Naruto's back and made him hit the ground. You think that works on me? Asked Hayden. Hit these 2, they are basically immortal. The guy with those masks, you have to destroy all the masks. You already destroyed 2, only 2 more to go, then destroy his heart. For the guy with the scythe, I can help with my chakra. Alright Kyuubi, but I'll use my chakra for now, yours are for desperate situation, said Naruto in his mindscape. Suddenly, Naruto saw both of Kakuzu's masks are charging Futen Kaiten combination, which Naruto quickly jumped away right before Hayden stabbed him, which result in Hayden getting hit with the Futen Kaiten. Get out of the way, Hayden shouted Kakuzu angrily. Naruto jumped to a tree. There he made a shadow clone to jump down, while throwing an explosive kunai which was blocked with Kakuzu's Suiten. Sujin Heki. As Naruto landed, he chakra dashed to Kakuzu while dodging Kakuzu's Futen Kaiten when suddenly Hayden showed up and stabbed his scythe right through Naruto's chest. Haha, that was easy, laughed Hayden. Kakuzu was still on guard right in front of Naruto when suddenly he realized it was a trap. The shadow clone was full of explosive kunai, and another shadow clone threw an explosive kunai to Hayden, which caused all the explosive kunai in the stabbed shadow clone to explode. Both Kakuzu and Hayden are thrown away by the explosion before they can even land. All of Naruto's shadow clone attacked them. Kakuzu was shielding from attacks around him and not realizing there are many more on top of him. Rasengan shouted dozens of Naruto causing massive explosion and destroyed all of Kakuzu's masks. Hayden is getting overwhelmed by the shadow clones. Oh come on Kakuzu, are you really that weak, shouted Hayden. Right after he said that he was hit with dozens of explosive kunai, causing him to be thrown at the direction of Kakuzu. He lost the grip of his scythe, and a shadow clone grabbed it, threw it before he landed to the real Naruto, and then as Hayden hit the ground, still balking, Naruto quickly swung the scythe, cutting Hayden's arm off. Hayden, you idiot! Shouted Kakuzu. Naruto jumped back and started to make a Rasen Shuriken. Kakuzu was heavily injured. Before he could react, Naruto threw it to Kakuzu, and the Rasen Shuriken sent him flying and then explodes, killing Kakuzu. Then Naruto realized Hayden was back up again. Naruto, use my chakra, it will kill him. Kyuubi said it with full confidence. Naruto then agrees. Alright then, let's do this. Naruto then transform into 5-tailed form and beat Hayden without giving him a chance of getting up before finishing him with a tailed beast bomb. Naruto transforms to normal. Wow, that took a lot of time, thanks Kurama, said Naruto. You're welcome kid, now go get your girdle, said Kyuubi. Naruto then went to the shadow clone that was taking Yugito, then he dispelled his shadow clones and carry her himself. He carried Yugito to the land of river afterwards. Chapter 2. River Country. Well, I hope you enjoy the first chapter. I don't want Yugito and Naruto to know each other's love quickly. I want them to slowly realize they love each other. Disclaimer. I do not own Naruto at all. Well, here we go. Yugito woke up in a hospital. She looks around her trying to get some sense. Ugh, what happened to me? I thought I was dead. The Akatsuki Yugito still trying to make some sense talked to her tailed beast. Nibi, where am I? What happened to me? How did I get here? Hidden, don't worry, you're okay. You're in the land of the river now, said Nibi trying to calm her down. You were saved by that boy you like. Yugito was confused. What boy? Then she gasped, Naruto. He saved me. But how did he? Wait, Nibi, I don't like him, at least not that way. Thought Yugito. Suddenly someone opened the door in her room. Yugito quickly sit up straight wondering who came in. Naruto. What are you doing here? Naruto quickly sit next to her bed. Yugito, don't worry, you're safe now, those two Akatsuki are gone. Yugito then realized, how did you know I was being attacked? Before Naruto can answer her question, a nurse came in. Ah, Yugito-san, you're awake. I'm just here to inform that you are free to go. You heal remarkably fast, Yugito-san. When you came here with that boy you were wounded pretty bad. Thank you, nurse, replied Yugito with a small smile. Naruto quickly stands up. Well, let's go, you're free to go. Yugito nodded. As the two left the hospital they went to a grass field nearby and they both sat down. Realizing he haven't answered her question, Naruto quickly talked to her. Oh yeah, I knew you were attacked because I saw you running away crying. I went to the Refuge and asked him. The second he told me that the council gave you that mission I quickly went after you. Yugito was shocked of how brave and loving Naruto is. So you just circa came after me without like that. Naruto nodded while smiling. The only people that cared for her was only her mother, Refuge and few others. Naruto then gave Yugito the envelope from A. Here it's from the Refuge. As Yugito read it she was surprised. Do. Yugito nai. Yugito, I'm truly sorry of what that mission. I couldn't stop the council. If you are reading this then the kid did it, he saved you. In the rest of the envelopes there are your ninja it and many other form. I have freed you from Kumo. You may join any village you want, although I know you might go with Naruto. I'm truly sorry that it has to be this way, it's not safe for you here. We'll meet again, Yugito. From Refuge. Yugito's face was sad when she read this envelope, but she was also happy at the same time. She was treated like a weapon back in Kumo, but now she is free. Naruto looked at Yugito's face and asked, are you okay, Yugito-chan? Then Naruto realized, crap, did I just call her Yugito-chan? I hope she's not mad at me. As Naruto think about what would happen to him in the same time, Yugito was also surprised of what he called her. Did he just called me Yugito-chan? No one ever calls me that. She was extremely happy because that is the first time anyone called her that. She was also blushing real red at the same time. Yugito, sorry if you don't like to be called with Chan, he guess it just slipped my mouth. Naruto grinned, still hoping she's not mad at him. That's alright, actually I don't mind being called like that. Naruto-kun. Yugito made Naruto blush. Well, it seems my kitten is going to get a boyfriend, look at his face, kitten. Said Nibi while jumping around happily. It just gave her more blush. SHH, shut up, Nibi, said Yugito in her mind. Look at her, she is definitely into you, she's blushing really red, laughed Kyuubi. Shut up, Kyuubi. Naruto's grin spreads even wider. They then realized that they were blushing at each other. Nothing's wrong, Naruto-kun, it's just that Refuge freed me from Kumo, so I can join other villages, said Yugito with a smile. Naruto was extremely happy at this. Really? Come with me to Konoha then, Yugito-chan. Yugito blushed a bit when she realized that she haven't told him that she is a Jinchuriki. Sure thing, I wished he would accept me as a Jinchuriki, thought Yugito after accepting Naruto's offer. Naruto realized what she was thinking. You don't have to lie, you know. Yugito was surprised. Did he found out that I am a Jinchuriki? Naruto smiled. You know there's 9 of us. Yugito's eyes become wide. Wait, you're a Jinchuriki too? Naruto nodded, then he continues, I hold the 9 tails inside of me, and guessing by your beautifully slitted eyes, you must be the 2 tails Jinchuriki, right? Yugito became even more surprised. He didn't just save me, he cared about me too, he accepts me. These eyes, everyone make fun of it, but to him it looks beautiful, thought Yugito. Yugito suddenly tear up, she started to cry because of happiness. Someone actually accepts her and cared about her. She quickly hugged Naruto and buried her face deep into his chest while crying. Naruto hugged her back. Thanks, Naruto-kun. Yugito buried her face deeper to Naruto's chest. Hey, you're welcome, Yugito-chan. Naruto grinned as he returned her hug. Well, I'm getting hungry, want to get some food? Yeah. Yugito replied with full happiness. They then get up and walk together around the village looking for a restaurant. Meanwhile in Kumo, Jiraiya was called into the Refuge tower. As Jiraiya walked in he saw the Refuge with an intense face. I bet you are wondering where your student is, right, asked Refuge. Yes, I haven't seen him since last night, replied Jiraiya a bit worried. Well, Naruto, he went to get Yugito. She was sent on a mission by the council to attack the Akatsuki. For years the council has been trying to get rid of Yugito, but always failed. When Naruto left I gave him an envelope. Inside of it is the document of Yugito, so she can move village, which means I have freed her from Kumo, which also means they won't be coming back here. Anyhow, I've sent Anbu to the place where they fought. Explained Refuge. Jiraiya is preparing for the worst. What are they safe? We don't know, but they're probably safe. We found 2 Akatsuki member corpse, but we don't know where they went. Side A. Jiraiya is a bit relaxed knowing that the Akatsuki members are dead, which mostly mean Naruto and Yugito are alive, and it also means Tsunade won't beat the crap out of him. Thanks for the info Reikage-sama, I'll search for them on my own. Jiraiya walked out of the office real fast and started going to the woods looking for the two blonde, Naruto and Yugito. As they walked around the village, they found a ramen bar. Naruto and Yugito both eat more than 3 bowls of large ramen, making the chef's jaw drop to the floor. Oh, how do you two eat so much? The chef put his jaws back to normal. Naruto and Yugito both stare at each other and decided to ignore the chef. After they finished, Naruto's paid for both of their meals. Thanks for paying Naruto-kun, Yugito smiled. Hey, you're welcome Yugito-chan, I'm pretty sure you don't bring much after all, said Naruto, considering Yugito didn't bring her wallet last night. Kumo's forest. Jiraiya has been searching for around 20 minutes now. The Gaki must have used the 9 tails chakra here. He said it as he saw a massive explosion aftermath. Those two must have gone to a nearby village by now, thought Jiraiya. He then run as fast as he could, heading for other villages. 3 days later, almost night time, Naruto and Yugito has been in a constant move, worrying if there are still some Akatsuki hunting them. The two blonde have been walking non-stop for the past few hours. They are heading for Takigakure. Until they saw a huge waterfall, which is where Takigakure is supposed to be. Yugito is getting worried. Naruto-kun, are you sure this is the right place? I don't see any village. Yep, I'm sure now, we just need to find a way inside, smiled Naruto. Naruto then summons Gamakichi. Yo Naruto, shouted Gamakichi. Did he just summoned a frog? Thought Yugito. Hey Gamakichi, can you find us a way into Takigakure? Sure thing. Who's that girl? Naruto, your girlfriend? Gamakichi giggled. Naruto quickly responded with a blush. No, we're just friends. Alright then, Naruto. Gamakichi quickly dives into the water. Yugito was a bit hurt when she heard this, even though they aren't dating, but she is sure that Naruto only said it because he was embarrassed. Didn't know you can summon toads, Naruto-kun. Yugito was still a bit surprised. I can summon toads since a few years back, grinned Naruto. A few minutes later, Gamakichi came out of the water. You're right Naruto, there is a passage down there. Alright, thanks Gamakichi, replied Naruto as Gamakichi returns to Mount Myaboku. Then Naruto and Yugito dived in and found the passage. As they swim through the passage, they got into the village. Well, it's actually quite hidden, said Yugito, then climbing out of the water. Well, compared to other villages, you're right, replied Naruto, also climbing out of the water. Just as they came out of the water, 2 Anbu stopped them and asked them to come with them to their leader. Naruto and Yugito had no choice but to follow the 2 Anbu. The 2 Anbu led them to their leader, Shibuki. The 2 Anbu explained to Shibuki why they led them here. Well, hello you two, Shibuki smiled. What are you two doing here? We just need a place to stay for a few days, so we choose to stay here, explained Naruto, hoping he would let them stay. And why is that? Asked Shibuki, which was replied by Yugito because she knew they have a Jinchuriki too. We were being hunted by 2 Akatsuki, which he killed both of them. We were hoping we could stay here for a few days. Yugito replied. Are you both Jinchuriki too? Questioned Shibuki. He was surprised by this. Yes, I'm the Kyuubi Jinchuriki, and she is the Nibi Jinchuriki. Naruto smiled a bit. And you killed 2 Akatsuki? Shibuki asked. Yup, Naruto grinned while scratching the back of his head. Well, you two can stay here for as long as you wanted, smiled Shibuki as Fu entered the room. Hi Fu, he gave her a small kiss to the cheek. Oh, by the way, Fu here is also a Jinchuriki. She holds the 7 tails. Wait, are these 2 Jinchurikis too? Asked Fu with excitement. She can't believe she actually meet other Jinchurikis. Yup, we are. He holds the Kyuubi and I hold the Nibi, smiled Yugito. Wow, I've never meet other Jinchurikis. We should hang out. Fu's face was full of excitement. Shibuki realized his girlfriend really wanted to spend time with her fellow Jinchuriki. Fu, how about you take them to the hotel? Then afterwards you can hang out with them. Shibuki smiled. Sure. Fu then give a kiss to Shibuki's cheek and she led the 2 blondes into their hotel room. Fu, Yugito and Naruto left the leader's mansion. I don't know if it's a mansion or tower, sorry. They are now walking to the hotel while talking about their lives. As they reach their room, Naruto and Yugito's room are separated but next to each other. Well, here you are, I guess I'll see you two tomorrow, then smiled Fu while waving. Yeah, thanks Fu, said Naruto and Yugito. They decided to sleep considering it's already night time. Disclaimer. I don't own Naruto at all. Now the story. Last night, Jiraiya came to the river country hoping to find Naruto there. He found a ramen bar hoping to find Naruto and Yugito there. As he came in, he asked to the chef if he has seen either of the blondes. Hey, have you seen a boy around here? A blonde with orange and black jacket or a girl with blonde tied hair with purple clothing? Asked Jiraiya. I think I do. Wait, I do know them. Those 2 ate lots of ramen. Said the chef, remembering Naruto and Yugito. When did they come here? Jiraiya asked. Around 3 days ago, replied the chef. Jiraiya was glad that Naruto and Yugito is still alive. Those 2 left 3 days ago, where could they be going? Thought Jiraiya. Yugito and Naruto. Yugito woke up early in the morning around 6 a.m. After she stretched her body, like cats, she took a shower, get dressed, and she decided to wake Naruto up. Yugito exits her room and knocks on Naruto's room, which is next door. Naruto, wake up. Naruto, who was still in bed, heard the knock and he knew whose voice it is. He lazily got out of the bed and opened the door. "What's up, Yugi?" Ouch. Yugito accidentally hit Naruto's face. "Oh shit, sorry Naruto." Naruto looked at her. "Yeah, it's alright." Yugito looked at Naruto's body. He was shirtless. Yugito just stared at his abs, admiring it. Wow, Naruto's look so hot without a shirt. Without realizing Nibi joined her thought. "Yeah, just look at those abs and those muscles so tight. He looks so hot. Made you want make him your mate, right?" Kitten Yugito was still staring, replied to Nibi's perverted comment like she was under a love spell. "Yeah, he looks so hot when he is shirt, Nibi. You pervert." Yugito shouted at Nibi while blushing. "What? You're the one who thinks he's hot at first, kitten, not me. I'm just joining," and Nibi said it innocently. Naruto was staring oddly at Yugito. Yugito-chan, your face is turning red." Yugito snapped out of it. "Oh it's nothing. Nibi gave me a hard time." "Oh, I can relate to that. Well, I'm going to take a quick shower first. If you don't want to wait, you can go find Fu first. I'll search for you two later." Naruto turned around about to enter his room. "No, I'll wait for you. Can I come in?" Yugito didn't realize she just said this. "Wait, why did I ask to come in?" she thought. "Sure," grinned Naruto. Yugito walks into Naruto's hotel room. Naruto quickly grabbed some of his clothes and went to the bathroom. Yugito sat on his bed when suddenly a perverted cat talks to her. "Kitten, you should join him in that shower. Imagine you two in the shower, then you should pull him to the bed, jump on top of him, and start to." Nibi was cut off by Yugito. "Nibi. Why are you such a pervert? I'm not going to do that." Yugito shouted at Nibi. "Well kitten, I'm just suggesting. If you don't want to, you can just do it in the shower." Imagine doing it while showering, looking at his wet hot body. Steamy Yugito blushed, and like last time she is like under a spell. "Yeah, his wet hot oily body, he must look so hot under that show." Nibi. "Shut up." Yugito screamed in her mind. "I'm just suggesting you to have a steamy session with him, kitten, make him your mate." Nibi chuckled, knowing her influence is working. Yugito blushes out of control when suddenly she heard the bathroom door open. She was holding back her blush, but it failed. Naruto seems to notice this. "Yugito, your face is red again." Naruto stared at Yugito. "Oh, it's Nibi, she is giving me a hard time." Yugito smiled. "Oh, she must be giving you a really hard time, and she already did that twice today." Naruto then get his gear. "Wait, I needed to do something." Naruto summoned Gamakichi. "Hey boss." Greeted Gamakichi. "Hey Gamakichi." Replied Naruto. "Huh? What are you doing?" Yugito asked. "I want Gamakichi to send a message to Arasenin to tell him that we are here." Naruto then turned to Gamakichi. "Find Arasenin, tell him that we are here in Takigakure." "Sure thing boss." Gamakichi then disappeared. The two then walked out of Naruto's hotel room. They walked to the leader's mansion to find Fu. Luckily before they get there, they already found Fu. "Hi Fu." Naruto smiled. Yugito said the same. "Hi you too." Fu smiled. Her face was full of excitement. "I'm guessing you two haven't had breakfast yet, right?" They both nodded with a smile. "Well, I know some good restaurant nearby." Fu then led them to the restaurant. On the way there they chat with each other. "So how are you guys?" asked Fu. "I'm good," said Yugito. "I'm great." Naruto grinned. Like Fu, he is full of excitement. Naruto-kun, you always have that childish act next to your mature and loving act." Yugito thought. Before Nibi can talk. "Nibi, don't say anything." "I'm not going to say anything, kid." Nibi replied with an innocent face and voice. "Yeah right." Yugito then cut the link between her and Nibi as they are entering the restaurant. Naruto went straight to the bathroom while Yugito and Fu sat down. "So Yugito, what's up between you and Naruto?" asked Fu with a smirk. "Huh? What do you mean?" Yugito replied nervously. "Come on, I know you like each other." Fu made an evilish smirk. Yugito blushed a bit. "What? No, I don't like that Gaki." Fu was holding back her laugh of how obvious it is. He's a pretty handsome, well-built, muscular Gaki who saved your life. And the fact that you're blushing." Yugito just blush even more. Naruto came and he sat down next to Yugito. "Hey, you two ordered food yet?" "No, we were waiting for you," said Yugito with a cute smile at Naruto, which made him blush. Fu was holding back her laughter from looking at the two blonde. They then ordered their food. After waiting, their food came and they start eating. Meanwhile with Jiraiya, Gamakichi suddenly appeared in front him from a puff of smoke. Not sure if Gamakichi can teleport or not. "Hey Jiraiya." Greeted Gamakichi. "Huh? Gamakichi, what are you doing here?" Jiraiya asked. "Naruto wants me to tell you that he is in Takigakure," replied Gamakichi. "He is in Takigakure? So he's alive." Jiraiya danced around because it means Tsunade won't beat the crap out of him. He then realized about Yugito. "How about the girl, is she there?" "Yup, both of them are here," replied Gamakichi. Jiraiya was extremely glad. Back to Yugito and Naruto. The three left the restaurant after they're done eating. Currently they are going to go to train. "Hey, are you two going to the Takigakure festival tonight?" asked Fu. "What festival?" asked Naruto. "There will be a huge festival tonight. You two should go with me." and Shibuki smiled. Fu. "Sure thing." Yugito smiled. "Well alright, I'm in," grinned Naruto. The three then went to training for 4 hours. Currently it's 2 p.m. "Well, we should get ready for the festival. I mean, I don't think you two brought many clothes or even any clothes," said Fu. "Why would we need to get ready like that? It's not a formal party, right?" asked Yugito. You have to dress nicely for the festival so yeah explained Fu. Then I guess we should get ready then said Naruto. Suddenly Shibuki came. Fu have you tell them about the festival tonight? Shibuki gave Fu a peck to the lips. Yup I just did smiled Yugito. How about we meet up at 6 in the festival near the park? Asked Shibuki. Yeah that would be great said Naruto. I'm going to go with Yugito to do some stuff with her said Fu. Yugito didn't say anything about this she just stared at Fu wondering what stuff. Alright then you two take care said Shibuki. All of them then split up. Yugito and Fu are walking together in the clothing section of the village. Hey Fu what do you mean do some stuff with me asked Yugito. I meant shopping silly, you need a dress for the festival and for him giggled Fu. It's not like that Fu blushed Yugito. Alright then Fu giggled again. They went to a shinobi dress store. Yugito and Fu started to look around for clothes, letting their girly instinct to lead them to their perfect clothing. Meanwhile Naruto was also in a clothing store. What should I buy Naruto asked himself. Kyuubi decided to help him. Whatever you think that will impress your girl, Naruto Kyuubi chuckled. Huh what girl? Naruto asked. Yugito of course who else? You like her don't you? Asked Kyuubi. Well I do like her, but if I can't get Sakura how am I going to get Yugito? She's like 10 times cuter than Sakura she can get any man she wants moaned Naruto. It's not that simple Naruto, don't forget that she is a Jinchuriki like you, many people hate Jinchuriki. Come on just pick some clothes already, but make sure it will make Yugito more and more in love with you said Kyuubi. Guess you're right Naruto found a coat, think of Minato's coat, with some red yellowish flame and blue stripes around the wrist, and a button shirt with black dress pants and some shoes. He tried it out. Naruto trust me she'll love you even more if you wear this said Kyuubi. Thanks Kyuubi chuckled Naruto. Meanwhile Fu already found some clothes while Yugito was still trying. She then saw a blue and black dress. It looks like Mei Terumi's dress. She decided to try it out. Oh my kitten you look so beautiful in that dress. With this dress Naruto will be all over you. Nibi jumped around. Yugito smiled at the mirror she never thought she would ever do these kind of things. I actually look quite pretty she blushed thinking about Naruto's reaction and suddenly it's like Fu read her mind. Thinking about his reaction huh? Smirked Fu. No I'm just making sure it looks good that's all Yugito stuttered. Fu just smiled at her. A few hours later, Naruto met Shibuki at the festival. Hey the girls here yet asked Naruto hoping he's not late. Nope guess they're still preparing smiled Shibuki. Hey Naruto Yugito is your girlfriend right? Oh no we're just close friends Naruto blushed. Well if you're not dating then at least you two must be attracted to each other, Shibuki smirked. Maybe I'ma have a bit of a crush on her, but I don't know about her Naruto confessed. Suddenly they saw the two girls walking to them. Hi Fu Shibuki gave her a peck to the chick which she returned. Hi Shibuki Fu interlocked her arms with his. Naruto was stunned when he saw Yugito. Wow Yugito looks really beautiful, now she's like 100 times cuter. Especially with that hair untied. Yugito stared at Naruto who looked surprised. Do I look a bit weird Naruto-kun? Naruto snapped out of it. No not at all Yugito-chan you look very beautiful. Yugito blushed. Shibuki and Fu smiled looking at the two. Well, let's walk around shall we asked Shibuki. Suddenly Kyuubi talked to Naruto. Hey kid hold her hand. Giggled Kyuubi. Well what? What if she doesn't want to ask Naruto? Trust me kid. Said Kyuubi. Naruto then grabbed Yugito's hand interlocking it which surprised all three of them. Yugito felt like she was dreaming. Yugito blushed at this while Shibuki and Fu giggled. He is definitely into you now kitten, don't be shy. Said Nibi. Yugito just blushed. I hope it's okay for me to hold your hand Yugito-chan grinned Naruto with a blush. Of course it's okay Naruto-kun Yugito giggled with still a blush in her face. The three went around the festival playing games and stuff they then went to the river dance party where the moon is shining clearly. Suddenly an Anbu came and talked to Shibuki in private. Naruto, Yugito. Fu and I have something to do, we'll catch up with you two later alright. Shibuki tried to hide a fear in his face. Okay Naruto felt a bit unsure. Fu and Shibuki left with the Anbu leaving the two blondes together in a dance party. But those two left, it's only the both of us now. Thought Naruto, actually there is 4 of us now, don't forget about me and Nibi. Kyuubi giggled, yeah, but you both are like inside of our body, true, but still replied Kyuubi. Yugito was also having a conversation with her tailed beast, did those two just left us? Fu must have planned this. Yugito panicked, calm down kitten, I'm sure they left you too, so you can get closer at each other said Nibi. Yugito blushed, well I hope it won't be weird for the two of us. Hey kid, ask her to dance, it's just slow dance shouted Kyuubi, wah what? First you want me to hold her hand when we walk around now you want me to dance with her? Asked Naruto. Yup Kyuubi giggled, I bet you actually want to dance with her, right? Kyuubi smirked Naruto chuckled at this, well I hope she want to dance then. Naruto looked to Yugito Yugito-chan. Yes, Naruto-kun. Asked Yugito nervously. Would you like to dance with me? Naruto face blushed. Didn't accept his dance offer. Come on kitten. Nibi jumped around in Yugito's mindscape. So sure. Yugito blushed. The two then walked to an open spot for them to dance. Naruto put his hand around her waist while Yugito put her hand around his neck. Both Naruto and Yugito never slow danced before. The two was constantly looking at other people. After trying to dance, the two got used to it and slow danced like other people. I'm proud of you, kid. Look at you two dancing like that. How cute, Kyuubi lodged, making Naruto blush. Hidden, I have an idea, take him up the hill, the view is beautiful there, especially with the moon shining. Nibi suggests her idiot to Yugito. I don't know, kitten, I'm not sure if he really likes me anyway, said Yugito. Apparently Kyuubi was suggesting the same thing before Yugito can't say anything. Yugito-chan, would you like to go up the hill with me? I heard it looks beautiful there. Naruto was a bit unsure about this. Hidden accepted. Wow, Kyuubi must have think the same way as I do, said Nibi. Sure, Naruto-kun, blushed Yugito. In Naruto's mindscape he was doing black flips which made Kyuubi laughed. The two then walk up the hill and sat there looking at the moon. Wow, the view is beautiful here, said Yugito. It's smooth talk her. Giggled Kyuubi. What? I don't know how to do that, confessed Naruto. Think of something, shouted Kyuubi. Naruto then looked at Yugito, he smiled, and then he says, it is beautiful, but to me, nothing beats your beauty, Yugito-chan. Naruto said it with a soothing voice that made Yugito dreamy. Naruto-kun, you're so sweet, thought Yugito while blushing. Now that's my kid, good words, kid. Kyuubi was proud of his kid. Kitten, kiss him now. Nibi demanded. Thank you, Naruto-kun. Yugito hold Naruto's cheek. The two then started to get closer. This is it, said Kyuubi. Come on, kitten, said Nibi. Their lips are almost touching at each other when suddenly a huge explosion happened, cancelling their kiss. It came from the dance party. Naruto said with a worried face. What's going on? Yugito was confused. Suddenly from the smoke a man with a black coat covered in red clouds flew with a giant white bird-like creature coming in full speed at both of them. Feel the beauty of my art. Disclaimer. I don't own anything about Naruto. Well, enjoy. Feel the beauty of my art, shouted the man on a bird who is no other than Deidara. That's an Akatsuki. Naruto quickly ran with Yugito to the lake in the middle of Takigakure, to the place where they came in when Deidara threw bombs at them. Come back here. We need your biju. Deidara is getting closer at them, still throwing bombs. Naruto and Yugito threw shurikens at him before Naruto threw 3 explosive kunai that he hid. Yugito knew Deidara would dodge it, so she used her mouse hairball, which got the explosive kunai hit and Deidara making a quiet explosion. But Deidara flew out of the smoke. Why don't you appreciate my art? He shouted. Naruto came to realize that he won't stop jazzing them. Yugito, we have to stop him somehow. Yugito nodded. Naruto and Yugito stopped as they split on to right, Yugito, and left, Naruto. The two then proceeds to attack Deidara. Naruto used 3 shadow clones who threw one of them at Deidara, which Deidara blew up. But that is just a distraction. Like last time, Yugito used her mouse hairball which hit Deidara's back. You will pay for that. Deidara quickly chased Yugito as Naruto made more shadow clones to attack Deidara. The shadow clones jumped to his bird, fighting Deidara on it. The shadow clones attacked Deidara. Of course Deidara will not let them attack him. Deidara jumped off his giant white bird, the bird then explodes. Now that's art. Deidara, still praising his art, didn't realize Yugito was going to attack him from behind, which he quickly jumped. Miss me. Suddenly he heard 3 people shouting, Rasengan. All 3 Rasengan hits his back. AGHH. Deidara hit the ground like a meteor. The two then continues running as fast as they could to the place where they came from, which is nearby. Of course Deidara won't lose from that. HHH. I had enough of this. Deidara flew with his bird making a statue. Is he running away? Asked Yugito. He's up to something. Yugito, run, we don't know what he might do. The two ran as fast as they could as they saw the place they came from. Art is an explosion. Deidara dropped the statue, causing a massive explosion. Before his bomb hits Naruto and Yugito, both of them ran to the place where they came from. As they jumped in, Naruto was pushed by the explosions, massive wind, causing him to launch really fast and hit a rock nearby, even though he ended up inside with Yugito. The exits was blocked by the massive explosion aftermath, which locked Naruto and Yugito inside. The only way out is through the underwater cave system. Naruto's eyes are blurred. He heard Yugito shouting, Naruto-kun, while face. Naruto quickly regained consciousness. I'm fine, Yugito-chan. Yugito quickly hugged him. Naruto-kun, where could Shibuki and Fu be? Naruto nervously answered, I don't know, but I hope they're safe. Come on, we have to get out of this place. Yugito nodded. The two then swim through the underwater cave system. Jiraiya a few minutes ago. He was nearby Takigakure when Deidara blew it up. What was that? It came from Takigakure. He ran as fast as he could. Naruto and Yugito. The two came out of the waterfall, which has half of it destroyed. Yugito, Takigakure is destroyed. Naruto's face was full of shock as he realized how big was the damage. Naruto, Fu and Shai Shibuki. They're still in there. Yugito's eyes are tearing up. How can the Akatsuki do this? They destroyed a village. Naruto held Yugito's hand. They would do anything to get Jinchurikis. Yugito, I know it's wrong to leave those two, but if we don't start running, they could capture us. All we can do for Fu and Shibuki is to hope that they aren't captured. Yugito hugged Naruto, you're right. The two left the destroyed Takar, and they are heading for somewhere else far enough to hide. They won't go straight to Konoha, as they knew the Akatsuki would probably capture them if they do. Yugito-chan, we need to take other routes to Konoha. The Akatsuki must have known that we would go straight to Konoha from there if they don't find us. It may be way farther, but it's safer, said Naruto while jumping on Tress. I guess you're right. Yugito and Naruto both ran as fast as they could, away from Takar. Akatsuki, grab her body, Deidara, we need to extract the tailed beast elsewhere, or they would find us, said Sasori as he looked at the defeated Fu who was dying literally. Maybe you're right. But look at my art. Deidara shouted proudly. Your art almost killed the Jinchuriki, and you let those two escape. Sasori looked at Deidara. Now we must go and extract the Biju before that girl die. HMPH Deidara took Fu and flew with Sasori to somewhere where they would extract the 7 tails. 10 minutes later, Jiraiya arrived at the destroyed Takar. Oh, how did this happen? He stuttered. Naruto, Yugito, where are you two? Jiraiya realized there's not much he can do. He tried searching around, but he didn't find them. They must have took the 7 tails Jinchuriki. I hope they didn't capture Naruto and Yugito as well. Jiraiya knew how much beating he would get from Tsune, as he is now heading for Konoha. After around almost a week, Jiraiya arrived in Konoha. Hey Jiraiya, where's Naruto? Asked Izumo. Jiraiya didn't answer as he walked toward the Hokage mansion. He didn't answer, said Kotetsu. That's odd, replied Izumo. Jiraiya is in front of the Hokage mansion. He is preparing himself for Tsunade's wrath. He knocks. Tsunade shouted, come in. Jiraiya. Where have you been? Where is Naruto? I heard Takar is destroyed, Tsunade asked with a worried face. Tsunade, we need to talk about Naruto. Jiraiya looked down. What do you mean? Asked Tsunade. Jiraiya then explains to Tsunade of what happened. With no doubt Tsunade beats Jiraiya up. Oh, how can you let this happen? She shouted. I've been searching for him. Tsunade. He left with Yugito Nai, the Jinchuriki of 2 tails, said Jiraiya. Tsunade sent out Anbus to find those two. 3 months later, Tsunade's head was on her table. As Jiraiya came in, she quickly looked up. Have you found them? She asked. Jiraiya shakes his head as Tsunade laid her head back to the table. 7 months has passed since Naruto and Yugito disappeared. Tsunade was losing hope, and Anbu squad came to her. Did you find them? Asked Tsunade. No, we didn't, Hokage-sama, not even a sighting, said the Anbu leader. Dismiss, said Tsunade as the Anbu shunshined. A month later, in the night time where most people are asleep, 2 pair of male and female walked to the gates of Konoha, with both wearing a coat and with a hood closing their face. As they reached the front gate, the male opened his hood to the gate guards. Well, wait, we've been searching for you, said Izumo. Where have you been, Naruto? Asked Kotetsu with a surprised face. And who's the girl? We've been running around the ninja world. She's Nai Yugito Jinchuriki of 2 tails. Izumo. Kotetsu, we need to find Tsunade as fast as possible. There are things we need to tell her, said Naruto. Alright then, said Izumo. Naruto put on his hood's back as Naruto and Yugito ran to the Hokage's mansion. Naruto knocked the door. He heard Tsunade's voice, come in. Naruto entered the Hokage mansion. Who are you? Asked Tsunade, preparing her fist. Naruto opened his hoodie. It's me, Tsunade Bachin. Naruto grinned. Nah, Naruto. Tsunade hugged him. Where have you been? Sorry for making you worried, Swand, but we've been running around, said Naruto. We? Asked Tsunade. Yugito came in. She bowed. Hokage-sama, it's nice to meet you. I'm Nai Yugito Jinchuriki of the 2 tails. Yugito. Nice to meet you, but what are you doing here? Aren't you a Kumo ninja? Asked Tsunade. The Refuge released me from Kumo, Hokage-sama. If you would let me, I would join Konoha, smiled Yugito, as she hands her ID and few other papers. Sure, you can join Konoha, Yugito smiled Tsunade as she grabbed her papers and starts signing it. Well, Yugito, you can stay in Naruto's apartment for the night. Tsunade handed Yugito a Konoha headband. Thank you, Hokage-sama. Yugito took the headband. Thanks, Tsunade Bachin. Grinned Naruto. Did he just call the Hokage Bachin, thought Yugito. Naruto, I told you not to call me that, said Tsunade. Naruto grinned. Well, god night, Tsunade, as he and Yugito left the Hokage mansion. Tsunade chuckled. Naruto and Yugito arrived at his apartment. Hey Yugito, I can sleep on the couch if you want to sleep on the bed. Why would you do that? Asked Yugito. We can sleep together on the bed. Huh? Are you sure it's okay? Asked Naruto with a grin. Of course, we've been spending time together for like 8 months. Yugito smiled as she went to Naruto's room with Naruto tailing behind her. Naruto went to the bathroom to take a shower while Yugito is talking to Nibi. Hidden, you've spent 8 months with him and you both still aren't dating. Said Nibi. I know, Nibi, I know I love him, but that is so much going on now, replied Yugito. At the same time in the shower, Naruto was talking to Kyuubi. You know, Kit, you should really be dating her now. It's been 8 months, ate Kyuubi. Kurama, I love her, but still there is so much going on for her, replied Naruto. After 10 minutes Naruto got out of the bathroom and Yugito came in. Naruto quickly went to bed. He woke up as he heard the bathroom door opened. There he saw Yugito walking with only a towel on her. Is that Yugito? Wow, she looks hot. thought Naruto. Yugito then let go of her towel, completely naked. Wow, just wow, Naruto is getting a bit pervy seeing her naked. Yugito wore an underwear she bought during their 8 months journey and one of Naruto's shirt. She climbed onto Naruto's bed and she laid her head to his chest and hugged him. Yugito looked so pretty with her hair loose, I wonder why she always tied it. Maybe because it blocks her in battle. Naruto was enjoying Yugito's company. Yugito then started to purr. Man, I love her purr, thought Naruto. He decided to put his left arm around Yugito, literally hugging her. Yugito realized about this. Naruto-kun, you're so cute when you are sleeping, thought. The two then went to sleep. Disclaimer. I don't own anything. Naruto woke up early in the morning around 5 AM as he sees Yugito still laying her head on his chest, sleeping peacefully. Yugito, you look so cute, thought Naruto as he brushed her hair with his fingers. Yugito tightened her hug as she felt Naruto's fingers wiggling her hair. Yugito opened her eyes giving Naruto a smile. Good morning, Naruto-kun. Yugito smiled as she hugged him even tighter. Good morning, Yugito-chan. Naruto hugged her back with his left arm while his other hand was still wiggling on Yugito's hair. Yugito purred as she started to kiss Naruto's chest. Kid, go for it. This is your chance. It's been 8 months and I can't wait to see you two together, giggled Kyuubi. Naruto just smiled and nodded to Kyuubi. Naruto started her. He let out a long breath as he enjoys her kissing. You know, Yugito-chan, we've been on a journey for 8 months together. Yup, I know, Naruto-kun. Yugito stopped kissing as Naruto pulled her closer to his face. So, why don't we be together forever? Smiled Naruto. 2 hours later, Yugito woke up. She looked up to Naruto. Good morning, Naruto-kun. Naruto smiled. Good morning, Yugi-chan. That was amazing, by the way. Yugito blushed as she hugs him tighter. Hidden, you got your mate. You got your mate. Nibi shouted in her mind. Yugito blushes. Yes, I did, Nibi. Yes, I did. Naruto saw her blush. I suppose Nibi is talking about you? Smiled Naruto. He giggled. Yugito. Hit, I'm happy for you that you finally got a girlfriend and a hot one too, but both of you are a bit embarrassing. You only lasted a single round. Really? Asked Kyuubi. Naruto sighed. At least I did it. Right. I suppose. Kyuubi giggled. Well, Kyuubi just talked to me too, smiled Naruto. What did he say? Asked Yugito, which is now looking at her boyfriend. Well, firstly he told me that he's happy that I got a beautiful girlfriend, smiled Naruto, giving a kiss to Yugito's forehead. Yugito blushed. Then he told me that we were a bit embarrassing because the both of us only lasted a round, but it's our first time. And to me it's pretty good, giggled Naruto. Well, we'll show him later that we can last much longer. Yugito kissed him. Yugi-chan, you want to have a breakfast? Asked Naruto with a sweet voice. Sure thing, Naruto-kun. The two got out of the bed. Naruto-kun, sorry about the mess, she said as she saw her blood stained his bed. It's alright. Naruto gave her a kiss which made her blush. The two had breakfast together as they are finished eating. Yugi-chan, you want to take a shower first? Asked Naruto. No, we can take shower together, smiled Yugito. Naruto picked her up bridal style and brought her to the bathroom. The two had another sex under the steamy shower. After half an hour they got out of the bathroom. That was the best bath I've ever done, said Naruto. Mine too, replied Yugito. Didn't I knew you would do it. I knew it all along that you will have sex under the shower, laughed Nibi. Yugito giggled. Yeah, it's actually quite fun. Anyway, don't worry, you won't get pregnant. I fused some of my chakra to your when Naruto came in you which prevent you from getting pregnant, although I knew Kyuubi would have fused his chakra to Naruto's sperm, so it won't make you pregnant. Nibi giggled. Thanks, Nibi, smiled Yugito. The two blondes then grabbed some clothes on and left Naruto's apartment. Naruto decided to show Yugito around Hidden Leaf. Hinata saw the two blondes walking together with their hand interlocking. Every villager saw it. Some gave them a bad stare, which is the people that hated Naruto, while some gave them a good stare, which is the people that considers Naruto as a hero. Hinata hid before Naruto sees her. Who is that girl? Why is she holding Naruto-kun's hand like that? Is she his girlfriend? But I've never seen her before. She decided to get to the Hokage mansion. She knocked at the Hokage mansion. She heard Tsunade shouted, come in. She enters the mansion and gave Tsunade a bow. Oh, hi Hinata, it's not often you come here. What do you need? Asked Tsunade. Well, I saw Naruto-kun while walking with a blonde girl holding her hand. I'm just wondering if you know who she is. I'm worried because I never saw her, said Hinata. Tsunade laughed out loud when she hears what Hinata said. Well, what's so funny, Hokage-sama? Asked Hinata. Oh haha, it's not nothing, hahaha. So the Gaki was holding her hand, huh? Well, the girl is a Kunoichi from Kumo. She moved here with Naruto. Tsunade laughed again. Oh, I'm alright then, thank you, Hokage-sama. She left the Hokage mansion as Tsunade keeps laughing. The Gaki must be dating with her. Ha ha ha, Tsunade laughed even louder. Kakashi heard her laughing and he went inside the Hokage mansion. A lady, Tsunade. Are you alright? Asked Kakashi. Oh yeah, I'm fine, Kakashi, but please can you find Naruto and his girlfriend here? Asked Tsunade. Girlfriend? Who is his girlfriend? Kakashi didn't believe what Tsunade just said. You'll know when you see her. Tsunade still laughing. Kakashi left the mansion and searched for Naruto. That's the first time I see Lady Tsunade laughing, that hearty thought. After he searched for a while he finally found both of them. Hey Naruto. Kakashi was surprised looking at him with a girl holding his hand. Oh hi Kakashi sensei. grinned Naruto. Oh, so this is Kakashi. You're the copy ninja, right? You're well known in my old village, asked Yugito. Yes, I am the copy ninja. Wait, where are you from? Asked Kakashi. I'm Yugito Nai, I'm from Kumo. Naruto's girlfriend, she smiled. Yugito Nai? You're the two-tails in Huriki, right? Kakashi eyes widened. Yes, I am, replied Yugito. Well, Naruto, you finally got a girlfriend, huh? A beautiful one, and she's a Jinchuriki too. You both match each other, said Kakashi. Thanks Kakashi-sensei, Naruto grinned. Yugito blushed, being called beautiful and a matching couple. Oh Naruto, Yugito. Lady Tsunade called you both to meet her, said Kakashi. Oh, alright, we'll go there, said Naruto as Kakashi left. A few minutes later, Naruto like always jumped at Tsunade's window. Hi Ba-chan. Shouted Naruto at Tsunade, who was talking to Sakura. Yugito opened the door. Good morning, Lady Tsunade, while bowing. Naruto, why can't you be a bit more respectful like your girlfriend there? She shouted. Naruto was surprised. Wait, how did you know we are dating? Wait, Naruto is back. Since when? And that is his girlfriend, thought Sakura as she looks at the beautiful blonde stranger. Sakura, I'm going to deal with these lovebirds first, alright? Somebody told me about you two walking holding each other hand, said Tsunade. I won't tell you who though. Sakura stepped aside as the two blonde walked. Hi Sakura, Naruto smiled. Sakura just waved her hand in confusion, while Yugito was a bit annoyed with the pink-haired girl presence. So why did you call us Lady Tsunade? Asked Yugito. Well, I was actually planning to get you an apartment, Yugito confessed Tsunade. You don't have to, Lady Hokage, I'm fine living with Naruto, said Yugito, worrying she is gonna split them. Don't worry, I won't split the both of you, now that I know you two are dating. You both need a bigger apartment to live together, so I found you two a nice large apartment which is not very expensive too. It's up to you if you want to move or not, though, said Tsunade, giving Yugito and Naruto relief. Thank you, Ba-chan. And I think we should really move, right, Yugi-chan? I mean, my apartment is a bit too small for us, confessed Naruto. Yeah, we should, smiled Yugito. And I'm sure you two only need a single bedroom, smirked Tsunade, making the two blondes blush. Anyway, this is the address. You both can move there in 30 minutes, smiled Tsunade. Thanks, Lady Tsunade, Yugito smiled. Thanks, Ba-chan. Bye, Sakura, Naruto grinned as the two left the Hokage mansion. When did Naruto get back to Konoha, Lady Tswand? Asked Sakura, and who's the blonde Kunoichi? He came back last night, Sakura, and the blonde Kunoichi is Nai Yugito. She moved her with Naruto from Kumo. She's also the Jinchuriki of the two tails, said Tsunade. Oh, no wonder I've never seen her, Sakura said it with an irritated tone. You're not jealous, right? Smirked Tsunade. Well, what? Of course not. Sakura blushed a bit. Tsunade chuckled, looking at the obvious reaction of her student. The two decided to go packing and move quickly to their new apartment. As the two walked hand to hand, they met Jiraiya walking aimlessly to the Hokage mansion with his head down. Hey Jiraiya-senin, what's wrong with you? Yugito raised an eyebrow. I can't see anything, he continues, walking aimlessly as the two saw a big bump on Jiraiya's head. What was that all about? Yugito looked at Naruto. Well, seems like he got caught, Naruto chuckled. And the bump? Yugito asked, holding back her giggle. Must be from a slipper, Naruto and Yugito both giggled as they continue walking to Naruto's old apartment to pack their stuff. Meanwhile, with Jiraiya opened the door to the Hokage mansion. As he opened, Sakura was still there with Tsunade. Tsunade raised an eyebrow. What happened to you? You don't usually use door. Sakura was silent, just staring at the Sanin. I can't see anything. I can't see it. He dropped his pen. He walked at Tsunade and he took her sake. He walked out while drinking it. That was odd, what can't he see? Sakura asked. They must have closed his favorite peeking hole, Tsunade chuckled. An hour later, with Naruto and Yugito, the new couple entered their new apartment. Wow, this place is huge, said Naruto. Yeah, bigger than I thought. Yugito replied as she walked around the apartment. Naruto starts unpacking. Yugito was still checking the new apartment around. You know, Yugi-chan, I've never felt so happy in my life. Naruto hugged Yugito from behind, kissing her neck. Me too, Naruto-kun. I've never thought that I will meet someone like you. She turned around and started kissing him passionately. As the two kissed, they moved closer and closer to the bedroom. Naruto opened the door while the two still kissing. They both landed on a king-size bed with Naruto on top of Yugito. The two separated to grab some air. You know, Naruto-kun, it's still morning, Yugito smiled. I know, Yugi-chan. Naruto kissed her neck. And we still have a lot to unpack. Yugito grabbed his neck. Yeah, Naruto continued kissing her neck. That doesn't mean we can't have a quickie. Yugito smiled seductively as the two started to have short sex just to fulfill each other's lusts. A few hours later at 1 p.m., Yugito and Naruto went out of their apartment after they'd done a quick sex and finished unpacking to find some food. They went to Ichiraku's ramen. Hey AM. Naruto grinned. Hi there, Naruto. It's been a really long time. I heard you came back. AM warmly welcomes him. Who's that girl you're holding? I'm Nai Yugito, his girlfriend. Yugito smiled warmly. Naruto, you never told me you have a girlfriend. AM smiled. We met while I was traveling, Naruto replied while blushing. Yugito smiled, looking at her handsome blushing boyfriend. So what do you want to order? AM asked looking at Yugito. She knew Naruto would always order the same thing. I'll order the same thing as Naru-kun. Yugito smiled. Alright then AM gave the orders to Tucci. Suddenly a girl with pink hair and a Yamanaka girl walked into the Ichiraku ramen and sat down next to Yugito. Hey, you're Yugito, right? Sakura asked. Yugito still a bit annoyed. Yeah, I'm Yugito, we met at the Hokage mansion, right? You're Sakura. Sakura nodded. Tsunade-sama told me you're from Kumo. Yup, I'm from Kumo. Yugito slightly smiled. Naruto was just looking at the two of them talking to each other. He saw the intense stare between the two. His ex-crush and his girlfriend sitting next to each other. Same like Naruto, Ino was just staring at the two. Naruto and Yugito's ramen came and they started to eat while Sakura and Ino talked to each other. Sakura saw Yugito order the same size and the same exact ramen as Naruto's. She'll never finish it, she thought. After just 2 minutes the two blondes are done and the both of them asked for more. Ino and Sakura's jaw dropped. What the hell? A girl like Naruto? Thought Ino. Sakura was just staring blankly at Yugito, who can eat as much as Naruto. The couple both finished 4 bowls each. Naruto paid for the lunch and the two left. Bye Sakura, bye Ino, both of them said that. Sakura turned her head to Ino. Did you see that? A girl that eats like Naruto? Ino looked at Sakura. Yeah, and did you see her body? How did she manage to keep that while eating so much? And how did Naruto get her? She's a Jinchuriki too, the two-tails Jinchuriki, said Sakura. Well, they got a lot in common. Ino continued eating her ramen. Naruto and Yugito went to the training ground. They are having a spar. Kakashi is watching the two from a distance. Suddenly Yamato came to him. She's the two-tails Jinchuriki, right? Asked Yamato. Yeah, nah Yugito. She's also Naruto's girlfriend. Kakashi knew Yamato would be surprised. Never thought I would see a Jinchuriki couple. Yamato smiled looking at the two. Yamato left, but Kakashi was still there. He sighed. You grew up fast Naruto, he thought. After a few hours of training, Naruto and Yugito went back to their apartment. In the evening, almost sunset. Naruto and Yugito like always are walking with their hands holding each other tightly. They met Guy and Lee, who have just finished their training. Hey Naruto. I heard you're back after 8 months missing. Who's the girl you're holding? Asked Guy. Oh, she's Yugito. Nai. Naruto smiled at her. I'm his girlfriend. You must be Guy-sensei, right? He told me about you, Yugito said. Well yes, I am the mighty Guy, and this is my student Lee, said Guy proudly. I don't think I've ever seen you before, said Lee. Well, I just moved here yesterday from Kumo. Yugito smiled. Now Lee, let's leave these lovebirds alone. You two enjoy yourselves. Guy and Lee walked away from the two. Well, that was a bit awkward, said Yugito. Their looks are the conversation. Naruto asked. Both Yugito giggled, making Naruto giggle too. The two walked to their training ground. They sat down under a tree looking at the sunset. Wow, it's beautiful. Yugito held Naruto's arm tighter. Yeah, I love to watch the sunset here. Naruto gave Yugito a quick peck to the cheek that made her blush. You know Naru-kun, I never thought I would find someone like you this time. Yugito gave Naruto a peck, but to the lips, making him blush. Heh, why is that? You're a beautiful girl, Yugi-chan, the most beautiful I've ever seen. Naruto smiled as she held him even tighter, leaning her head to his shoulder. I was hated in my village, Naru-kun, no one's want to be with me. Boys that do want me is just because of my bow. Before Yugito finished her sentence, Naruto slammed his lips to hers. Don't ever say that again. Naruto smiled as he kissed Yugito again right when the sun is going down. Alright Naru-kun, let's go get some food. Yugito smiled. Sure Yugi-chan. The two stood up and they walked together with their hands interlocked to the village to find some food. Well, let's get to the story, shall we? Naruto opened his eyes slowly. He looked at his chest. Wow, an angel sleeping on my chest, thought Naruto as he stroked Yugito's hair. Naruto stroked her hair for 10 minutes before she woke up. Yugito purred, feeling his fingers stroking her hair. Good morning Naru-kun. Yugito kissed his chest. Good morning Yugi-chan. He kissed her forehead. How long have you been up? She looked at him. Around 10 minutes. You're not getting up, are you? Naruto smiled. Of course not, I'm not planning to anyway. Yugito hugged him tighter. The two cuddled for half an hour before they suddenly heard a knock. I'll get it. Yugito got out of the bed. She grabbed Naruto's cloak. She was only wearing her panties. She opened the door to see Kakashi standing there. Hi Kakashi, what are you doing here? Yugito smiled. Kakashi looked at her wearing Naruto's cloak. She's definitely not wearing anything, he thought. Hi Yugito, sorry I interrupt you, but the Hokage has a mission for the three of us. Kakashi gave a smile underneath his mask. Yugito sighed. She was enjoying her bed with Naruto so much. Alright, we'll be there quickly, she said as she closed the door and went back to her room. Who was that? Asked Naruto. That was Kakashi. He told us we got a mission for the three of us. Yugito removed her cloak. Well, don't want to make Bachan angry, so we have to go. Naruto got out of the bed and the two went to shower together quickly though. After around 15 minutes the two came to the Hokage mansion. Naruto like always came through the window the same time as Yugito opened the door. Morning Bachan, shouted Naruto. I should really close my windows, she sighed. Good morning Tsunade-sama, said Yugito. Good morning Yugito. Naruto, why can't you be polite like her? Tsunade asked. Old habits die hard, Bachan. Naruto giggled. Yugito saw Sakura in there too, standing next to Kakashi. Well, now that you're all her, I got a mission for you, said Tsunade. What do we have to do? asked Kakashi. You'll go to a nearby small village. It's been said that they have been raided by many bandits. This will be an A-rank mission because some of the bandits are missing nins from some other villages, Tsunade explained. Tsunade looked at Sakura. Sakura, you'll go with them to heal some of the villagers that might be injured. Sakura nodded. Now go, Tsunade demanded. The four got out of the Hokage mansion and they walked to the front of the Konoha gate. As they walked out of the Konoha gate, Naruto walked with Yugito together in front of Kakashi and Sakura. They're cute, aren't they? Said Kakashi. Sakura stayed silent, which made Kakashi raise his eyebrow. The four started to run afterwards. They arrived at the village an hour and a half later. They arrived in front of the small village. They met a guard there. You're from Konoha, right? You should have came with more men. The guard sounded like he was about to surrender. Why is that? Asked Kakashi. There are many of them, said the guard. The four continued walking. As they got in, Yugito and Naruto bow little snack. Wow, the two has a lot of things in common, thought Kakashi as he saw the two bought some snacks. Sakura just shake her head looking at the two blonde. Alright Naruto, Yugito. You two will guard on the south and west of the village, while Sakura and I will guard the north and the east. Alright Kakashi-sensei. Naruto and Yugito went quickly to the south of the village. Sakura, you didn't speak much this whole journey. Kakashi looked at her. Was all Sakura said. Never mind. Kakashi and Sakura walked to the north and the east of the gate. Naruto used Kage Bushin to guard around the east side, so he can guard with Yugito on the south side of the village. Wow, how long do you think we will have to wait? Naruto moaned. I dunno, but in Kumo, a rank mission are usually very energetic, Yugito said lazily. They waited for hours, but they don't even see anything suspicious. They spent the whole daylight guarding the small village. Naruto even used his Kage Bushins to replace Yugito, Sakura and Kakashi when they rest. The sun was going down. All four Konoha shinobi went inside the village, and their position are replaced by Naruto's Kage Bushin. The team is now eating dinner. I'm a bit disappointed. We didn't get to fight at all, moaned Naruto. Maybe tomorrow we'll get to do that, Naruto-kun, said Yugito. Naruto, you should be grateful they didn't attack today. Kakashi looked at him. You're right, it's just that we spent the whole day waiting. Naruto looked down. Hey Gaki. You should be glad they don't hurt more people. You're such a Gaki, Naruto. At least you can use your Kage Bushins to replace you. Sakura shouted angrily. Hearing her boyfriend being shouted, Yugito of course got angry. I'm sorry, but what's your problem? You don't have to shout now, do you? Yugito shouted at Sakura with full killer intent. Sakura felt that killer intent. Is that killer intent circa came from her? Kakashi also felt this strong killer intent. Now you two. I'm sure Sakura didn't mean that. Kakashi tried to calm down the situation. He feared Yugito might turn into her Nibi form and kill Sakura, considering her killer intent is extremely high. Yugi-chan, it's alright. Naruto hold her hand. In an instant Yugito become calm again. Sakura, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It's alright you Yugito. Sakura still shocked from how strong Yugito's killer intent was. Kakashi was surprised of how fast can Naruto calm her. Wow, Naruto calmed her down in a mere second. How did he do that? Good thing Naruto-kun was there to calm you down. If he hadn't done that, that pink-haired worthless girl would be dead by now. Nibi growled. Yeah, I know, or I would have killed her, said Yugito in her mindscape. After they have dinner, they split to their own rooms in a small hotel in the village. Naruto with Yugito and Kakashi with Sakura. In Kakashi's room. Yugito has a huge killer intent, doesn't she? Asked Kakashi. Yeah, and all I do was shout at Naruto, said Sakura. Listen, you may not want to shout or even mock Naruto around her. She may be calm most of the time, but you saw how much killer intent she got. And I'm sure that's not all of it. You should be more careful around them, Kakashi explained to Sakura. Yeah, maybe I should have been more careful. Sakura looked down. Just by looking at them, I knew they really care for each other. What fears me is what if something happens to Yugito? Worried Kakashi. Let's just hope nothing bad would happen. Sakura went to bed as she said that. Yugito woke up with Naruto's unerected was still inside of her. She decided to enjoy it a little bit more. A few minutes late Naruto woke up. Good morning Yugi-chan. Good morning Naruto-kun. She kissed his chest. The two cuddled up for around 20 minutes before they got up. They took a shower together like always. They went out to meet Kakashi somewhere in front of the small hotel. Well, you two are finally here, Kakashi said looking at the two. Sakura looked a bit grumpy. How long have you been waiting? Asked Yugito. Around 10 minutes. Now let's go get some breakfast. Kakashi started to walk. The three just follow him. They had some breakfast before continuing their mission and agreeing to meet each other at 12 p.m. Like yesterday, they waited until noon and nothing happened. Nothing happened again. Naruto sounded a bit annoyed. Let's just find Kakashi. Yugito hold her boyfriend's hand. They met Kakashi and Sakura walking. You two found something? Asked Kakashi. No, nothing at all, moaned Naruto. I spoke to the guards. They say that the bandits usually attack near sunset, explained Kakashi. Naruto cheered up a bit as he heard what Kakashi said. Yugito smiled looking at her boyfriend. Let's get some lunch, Sakura said a bit annoyed. They had some lunch before going back to their mission. After 5 hours of waiting, Naruto saw something moved. Yugi-chan there. He pointed to the wood. Yugito also saw a movement. Naruto-kun, send your cage bushins. Naruto nodded. He sent 4 cage bushins there and sent one to inform Kakashi. A few minutes later the cage bushins that went to Kakashi came back and told them that Kakashi have also seen some movements. Then they must be near, said Naruto. After waiting a few more minutes, Naruto felt all of his cage bushins are gone and he knew exactly where they are. Yugi-chan, there are many of them heading this way. 3 of them are missing nin, 2 with water affinity and 1 with fire. Naruto prepared to fight. Yugito also prepared to fight. Then let's get this over with. They quickly heard a large boom from the north where Kakashi was guarding. That must be from an explosive kunai, said Yugito. Yugi-chan, they're coming, Naruto shouted. Many low-leveled shinobi showed up and started to throwing shurikens at them. Naruto and Yugito both blocked this. Naruto threw an explosive kunai at them, killing a few bandits. Yugito jumped and clawed a bandit while countering a few other bandits. Naruto used his kunai to block and counter enemies, also killing them. Then she saw a ball of fire heading for here. She quickly jumped away and the fire hit a few other bandits. So you're the missing nin, huh? Yugito charged at the missing nin. As he jumped back he heard, mouse hairball. The missing nin looked up. As he was about to dodge he got kicked by Naruto from behind. Ah. The missing nin can't recover as he got hit by Yugito's mouse hairball. Well, you're weak, Yugito mocked. The missing nin stood up. Yugito with her fast movement quickly ran to the missing nin. She threw some shurikens at him. The missing nin also threw some shurikens countering Yugito's shurikens. Naruto then saw the 2 other missing nin about to strike him. He jumped back as he sent 3 cage bushins to distract the 2 missing nin. While he sent another to attack the missing nin, attacking Yugito. The couple killed May bandits while focusing on fighting the missing nins. Naruto's cage bushins managed to distract the 2 missing nins. As he ran to the 2 of them with a Rasengan, he hit one of them to the face, killing him. While the other one jumped back and used a water jutsu that hit Naruto, which turns out to be a cage bushins. He then heard Rasengan and he felt like the back of his head crushed. Meanwhile Yugito was fighting with the last missing nin. Naruto's cage bushin tried to attack but was blocked and got hit. Yugito with her fast movement quickly struck the missing nin's leg. As he was down, Yugito clawed his throat, killing him. Not challenging at all while continuing killing the other bandits. Eventually the last few bandits tried to escape before they can even make a run for it. Kakashi and Sakura came with guards. The guards took care of the few bandits. Good job, you two, praised Kakashi. Thanks, Kakashi-sensei. Yugito smiled. Hey, Kakashi-sensei, did you fight any missing nin? Asked Naruto. Yeah, we did. Kakashi looked at Sakura. Sakura noticing his look, we were attacked by 2 missing nin. You? We got attacked by 3. Naruto looked at the dead bodies. Alright, all of you get some rest, I'll make a mission report. We'll be going back tomorrow early in the morning. Kakashi started to write on a paper as Naruto and the others left. Tomorrow morning, Naruto, Yugito, Kakashi and Sakura left the small village. They are now heading back to Konoha. Naruto and Yugito walked in front of Kakashi and Sakura holding each other's hand. Sakura was silent, just looking at the two, while Kakashi is reading his book and sometimes he took a glance at Sakura's jealousy. 2 hours later, finally we're back. Naruto held Yugito's tighter. Kakashi looked at the two. Let's go to the Hokage mansion first, then you can both do what you want. Yugito nodded at Kakashi as she started. Naruto, let's go, Naru-kun. Sakura looked at how affectionate these two are. In her mind, she was overwhelmed with jealousy. Naruto jumped to the window of the Hokage mansion while the others opened the doors. Hey Bachan, I'm back, Naruto shouted. Naruto, use the damn door, will you? Tsunade shouted, giving the others some chills, while Naruto just laughed. Good morning, Lady Tsunade. Sakura, Kakashi and Yugito bowed. Morning, so how was the mission, Kakashi? Tsunade asked. It went quite smooth, I guess. He gave her the report. Tsunade read the report and looked at Naruto, Yugito and Sakura. You 3 are free to go. Kakashi, I need to speak to you. The 3 left the building. So, Sakura, where are you going? Asked Yugito. I think I'm going home, I'm tired. She gave a small smile as she split away from theirs. It's kinda odd that somebody with brute strength like her can get tired so quickly. Yugito looked at Naruto. Yeah, it's not often she would go home like that after a mission. Yugito and Naruto make their way to Ichiraku's ramen. Disclaimer: I don't own Naruto. Sakura opened her eyes. Another painful day, she thought to herself. She sat up on her bed. I lost Sasuke to Orochimaru, and now Naruto to her. She looked around her room before laying back to her bed. I should have dated him, but that blonde girl got high. No, I can't say that. I want Naruto to be happy, and if he's happy to be with Yugito, then it's fine. She closed her eyes again as she rubbed her forehead. In her heart she felt like it was stabbed by a kunai. She decided it's best for her not to approach the two blondes today. Hokage mansion, 8 in the morning. Lady Tsunade, the Mizukage is asking a permission to come to Konoha. Shizune lent Tsunade the paper that was sent by a bird by the Mizukage. Tsunade read it. She looked up to Shizune. She'll be coming in a day. It must be really important for her, said Tsunade as she signed the paper before giving it to Shizune. Then Shizune sent it back to Kiri with a bird. Naruto's apartment. 3 hours later. The two lovebirds are already up. The two are currently having a late breakfast. So you were chased by the gate guards for 2 hours just because you pranked them? Yugito was holding back her laughter. Yeah, and they aren't giving up either. The two laughed together as they continue their breakfast. There was also one time where I used my sexy no jutsu on Arasena, Naruto said proudly. Really? Did he fall for it? Yugito grinned. Yeah, his nose bleeds and he flew away like he got hit by an explosive kunai. Did that because he wouldn't put more fire on the fish we were cooking, said Naruto as he remembered the time when he did that, and then I turned back to normal before he asked me to do it again because he wanted to see my butt or something. So you did it? Yugito asked. Nope, I tuned into a sumo fighter. The two laughed again even louder. As they finished their breakfast, the two prepared themselves for the day. An hour later, Naruto and Yugito went out of their apartment and into the training ground. They decided that they should train today. Kakashi was sitting on a tree while reading his perverted book. He looked at the two blonde about to train. Never see those two train together before, thought Kakashi. The two used chakra dash at each other. Naruto quickly pulled his kunai as Yugito grew claws out of her fingers. The two clashed together, they fiercely fought each other, dodging each other attacks. Never knew Yugito can make claws, must be from her Nibi, thought Kakashi as he looked at the two fighting each other. Naruto used his cage bushins combined with his taijutsu. Yugito dodged two of his cage bushins before getting kicked by Naruto. Nice one, said Yugito. Yugito dashed to Naruto, she clawed him, but it missed. Naruto about to strike her with his kunai, but Yugito ducked and clawed him. Then Naruto turns into a puff of smoke. Yugito's eye widened. She jumped forward as she felt Naruto about to hit her from behind. Yugito used some fire jutsu which Naruto dodged. Kakashi stopped reading his book. He decided that watching the two would be fun. The two trained for hours. Naruto defeated Yugito in this training. Naruto lent his hand which Yugito gladly accepted. Naruto pulled her up to stand. You need to teach me that cage bushin, Yugito smiled. Sure thing, but we need to get some lunch. Naruto held both of Yugito's hand. How about Ichiraku's? Yugito looked at Naruto knowing what he would say. Of course. The two walked together. Kakashi decided to follow the two to Ichiraku's ramen. Wow, the two are much more in common than I thought, Kakashi mumbled to himself as he watched the two enter Ichiraku's ramen. He decided to wait for the two to finish their food. As usual, old man, said Naruto to Tuchi as he asked what Naruto and Yugito wanted to eat. Same here, Yugito smiled before turning her head to Naruto's. So when will you teach me the cage bushin no jutsu? She asked excitedly. Whenever you want, Yugi-chan. How about after this lunch? Naruto looked back at her. Sure. That would be great. Yugito smiled. After waiting around 10 minutes, Kakashi saw the two exited Ichiraku's ramen. They walked hand in hand, showing their affection to people. Kakashi followed them back to the training ground and watched how Naruto trained his girlfriend the cage bushin no jutsu. Naruto is actually training her correctly. Kakashi was surprised of how determined Naruto is training his girlfriend. Yugito has been making a fast progress on the cage bushin no jutsu. Naruto looking at his girlfriend felt proud. Yugi-chan, you're amazing. You made so much progress in just a few hours. Yugito blushed at her boyfriend's praise on her. Thank you, Naruto-kun, I can do this because of you. She gave him a peck to the cheek. Naruto blushed. I think we have enough time with training today, Naruto-kun. Let's get some rest. Yugito holds Naruto's arm. Sure thing, Yugi-chan. Naruto and Yugito both walked to their apartment in the evening. The two took a shower together like they always do. Naruto wore the same exact copy of his orange clothing, while Yugito wore a white sundress with her gears strapped to her legs. She looked at Naruto. Naruto-kun, I've never seen you wearing something else before. Naruto turned his head to Yugito, which caused his eyes open widely. Wow, Yugi-chan, you look beautiful. Usually you are beautiful, but now you look just, wow. Yeah, I don't have other clothes pretty much. Yugito blushed at Naruto's commentaries. Naruto-kun, why didn't you tell me? We're going to buy some clothes right now. Yugito grinned. She grabbed Naruto's sage coat and pulled Naruto's arm, dragging him out of the apartment. Yugi-chan, I'm fine with these clothes. Naruto was interrupted by Yugito before he could finish his sentence. Trust me, Naruto-kun, you're gonna look much more handsome after this. Yugito pulled Naruto even harder. As he was being dragged, Naruto met some of his friends. Hey Niji. It's a nice evening, right? Asked Naruto while being pulled. Oh hey, yeah it is. He looked at the blonde boy who was being dragged by some other blonde. Who is that pretty lady? Kiba asked Niji. I don't know, never seen her before. I heard Naruto came back but never seen that girl. Oh, the blonde girl. That's Yugito Nai. She moved here with Naruto, said Lee. What do you mean move here? Asked Tenten. Well, she was from Kumo. Guy-sensei told me that she is the Jinchuriki of the two tails. But I don't know why she moved here though, replied Lee. They're both blonde and they're both Jinchuriki. Guess they fit each other. Niji looked at Naruto who was still being dragged by Yugito. Yugito dragged Naruto to a shinobi clothing store. She went to a lot of clothes for her boyfriend, while Naruto, who never shops for clothing much, just looked at Yugito who was grabbing him some clothes. Alright, these will do. Yugito handed him the clothes. Naruto smiled at her, then he went to a room to try it out, see if it fits him. He wore a black anbu pants, a bit tight black shirt that has sort of a thin turtleneck, with a thin reddish-orange lining on the side of each zipper's sides, and a zipper on the turtleneck that went down to his middle chest. Think about Sasuke's clothing in part 2. It also has a zip on the collar that went down to the middle of his chest, and thin reddish-orange lining that also went down to the middle of the chest. He puts the zip a bit down, revealing his whole neck and a small part of his chest. The collar is also raised up as high as the line between his head and neck. He also wore fingerless upper-length black gloves wrapped with red leather straps, like the one worn by Menma on Naruto movie 6, while still wearing his old boots. He then wore his sage coat and removes his headband. Naruto exits the room and went to Yugito. "So how do I look?" Yugito's eyes are widely opened. "Oh my kami. Didn't think he would look that hot." She thought to herself. "He does look very hot, kitten." Nibi joined in. "Shh, shut up, Nibi." Yugito still grinning at her boyfriend. Do I look weird?" Naruto rubbed the back of his head. "Not at all, Naru-kun. You look handsome." Yugito still looking at Naruto. "Hey, you picked the clothes." Naruto praised his girlfriend again. Yugito grabbed a few more copies of the clothes and brought them to the cashier. As Naruto pays, the cashier girl saw the look of Naruto. He looks a lot like the fourth Hokage." "Thank you for buying. Come again," said the cashier girl as Naruto and Yugito walked out of the store. Naruto walked with Yugito together to the Ichiraku's, but on the way there, Naruto and Yugito both realizes that Naruto's looks attracted a lot of attention. "Isn't that the Uzumaki kid?" whispered a male villager. "Yeah, it is, but he changed a lot and he looked like the fourth Hokage for some reason," whispered back the other villager. Yugito proudly held Naruto's arm as they walked together while she spots some girls staring at her boyfriend. "He's cute," whispered the girl. "Yeah, I know. But who's that girl?" whispered another girl. Naruto and Yugito then went to Ichiraku's ramen. "Welcome to Ichira." AM was shocked looking at some guy looking like the fourth Hokage before realizing it was Naruto. "Oh hi Naruto. And Yugito." AM stuttered. "The usual, right? Both of you?" "Yup." Yugito smiled. Humming right up. AM went to the back. Naruto and Yugito sat down. "Wow, didn't expect a bit of a change would make so much difference." Naruto gave a peck on Yugito's lips. "You actually draw much more attention than I thought you would, even to some girls," said Yugito. "Don't worry, I won't date another girl. You are a precious person. Yugi-chan, you're everything to me and I will always love you," said Naruto as he felt Yugito's lips came to his. "I know, Naru-kun, I love you too." Yugito then held Naruto's hand as they wait for their ramen. Sakura and Ino was walking around town as she heard some villagers whispered, "Hey," some people said that they saw the fourth Hokage walking. As Sakura and Ino heard this, Ino asked Sakura, "The fourth Hokage? Pretty sure he's not around her anymore," said Sakura as she kept walking with Ino. Kakashi was walking on the streets of Konoha. He heard some words from the villagers. "I swear I saw the fourth Hokage wearing a red coat walking with a blonde girl to Ichiraku's ramen," said a villager. Kakashi heard this. "Fourth Hokage? I better check it out," thought Kakashi as he changed his direction to Ichiraku's ramen. He arrived at Ichiraku's ramen. As he entered it, he saw Naruto and Yugito from behind. Could it be? "Is that C-sensei?" thought Kakashi. He grabbed Naruto's shoulder. Naruto looked to his back. "Oh hi Kakashi-sensei." "Hey Kakashi-sensei, what are you doing here?" Yugito asked. Nothing Naruto." Yugito, just making sure the two of you are okay. I'm heading out now. You two take care." Kakashi went out in a hurry heading for the Hokage mansion. The two blondes looked at each other. "That was odd," said Naruto. "Does things like that happens often around here?" asked Yugito. "Nope." The two continues eating their ramen. Hokage mansion. Kakashi knocked the door in hurry. And shouted, "Tsunade. Lady Tsunade, I apologize to interrupt, but Naruto." Kakashi stopped halfway. "Naruto what?" asked Tsunade. "She's about to smash her sake glass." Apparently he wore some other clothes and removes his headband, said Kakashi. Tsunade raised her eyebrows. "I'm listening." "The villagers are talking about them seeing the fourth Hokage wearing a red coat," said Kakashi. "And when I went to Ichiraku to see if it was true, I can barely separate the difference between the two," explained Kakashi. Before suddenly Jiraiya came through the window. "Hey Tsunade." Tsunade looked at Jiraiya. "What do you want?" "Seems like the Gaki has changed his appearance, a lot too. People are mistaking him for the fourth Hokage," said Jiraiya. "Does he really look like him?" asked Tsunade, afraid that people would find out about this. A lot. Both Jiraiya and Kakashi said it. "To be honest Tsunade, I think we should tell him the truth. First of all, people are figuring it out. Secondly, he's 16. I know he's not a chunin yet. But he is a sage, you know. And thirdly, I'm sure he would be really proud if he knew who his father was." Jiraiya gave a reason to Tsunade. "Alright, I guess you're right. But you two will be here when I told him and explain it to him, alright? Also bring him here now," said Tsunade. "What if Yugito wanted to come?" asked Kakashi. "Let her, she deserves to know," said Tsunade. Jiraiya nodded, jumped out of the window searching for Naruto. Naruto and Yugito were walking down the street to their apartment when suddenly the perverted Sannin jumped from a roof. "Hey Naruto, Yugito." Jiraiya landed in front of them. "Hey Sannin, what are you doing here?" asked Naruto. "Tsunade wanted to tell you something really important," said Jiraiya. "Well then let's go." said Yugito as the three went to the Hokage mansion. As they arrived, Naruto and Jiraiya both jumped through the window while Yugito went through the door. "Hey Bach-an, you wanted to tell me something?" Naruto entered the room. "Hello Lady Tsunade." Yugito bowed before moving forward next to Naruto. Tsunade let out a sigh. "Well, here goes nothing," thought Tsunade. What's Kakashi-sensei doing here?" asked Yugito. "Actually, he's an important part to tell you about something," explained Tsunade as she let out another sigh. "Do you realize people been saying that they saw the fourth Hokage when you pass by?" Yeah, I heard people whisper about it. Why?" Naruto slowly started to understand things. "Well, there's something we've kept secret from you." Tsunade worries that Naruto would get mad at her. Jiraiya stepped in, carrying a bag full of scrolls. "Naruto, you are the son of the fourth Hokage, Minato Namikaze. And your mother is Kushina Uzumaki." What? Naruto teared up a bit. "We're sorry we have to keep that from you, Naruto. I was his students when I was a kid," said Kakashi. "I was your father's sensei," Naruto said. Jiraiya. Yugito looked at her boyfriend and then held his hand. "You okay, Naruto?" asked Tsunade. "I'm just glad I have an awesome father." Naruto cheered up with a grin even though he has some tears. Jiraiya gave him the bag. "Oh, what's this?" asked Naruto looking at the old bag. "It is scrolls from the Uzumaki clan and a message from your father." Jiraiya lent him another scroll, but this time it was a note. "Dear Uzumaki Naruto, if Jiraiya gave this to you, then that would mean you are ready. I am Minato Namikaze, the fifth Hokage of Konoha. I'm your father. Your mother is Kushina Uzumaki. She is an Anbu. When you were born, your mother and I were very glad. I am happy to be your father, Naruto. Your mother and I are watching you. Naruto, I'm very sorry for sealing the Kyuubi inside of you. I knew what would happen when I did that to you. Villagers hated you and I am very sorry about that. But Naruto, I know you could find a way. I know you are going to be a hero, Naruto. Your mother and I didn't want to seal the Kyuubi inside of you, but we have to. If we didn't, Konoha would be destroyed. Naruto, we are truly sorry. And we will always love you. With love, your father and mother, Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki." Naruto cried as he read this. Yugito is comforting him. But Naruto was crying from happiness. "I'm glad you both are my parents, you're awesome," thought Naruto. "Naruto, are you okay?" asked Kakashi. "Yeah, I'm fine, just glad that I found out about my family." Naruto smiled. "Alright, we'll continue this tomorrow, alright. Naruto, Yugito, take some rest." "Oh, and Yugito, take good care of him," smiled Tsunade. "I will, Lady Tsunade. Have a good night," she smiled as she left the Hokage mansion with Naruto through the door. "Well, it's not often for Naruto to use the door," said Tsunade. Suddenly Naruto came back busting in. "What the hell?" shouted Tsunade in shock. Naruto ran to the window. He then put his thumbs up to Tsunade. "Old habits die hard," as he jumped out of the Hokage mansion. Tsunade shook her head in laughter. "He's always a gaki, isn't he?" She smiled warmly, remembering the older days where she first met him. "Yup, never grows up," said Kakashi. "Well, he inherited that window jumping from me," said Jiraiya proudly. A tick mark appears on Tsunade's head. "I think we should all get some rest. Now you two get out," said Tsunade. Kakashi and Jiraiya left the room. "Oh, that gaki," thought Tsunade as shook her head while smiling. "Well then, let's get started." Naruto woke up in his room, with Yugito still laying her head on his chest. Naruto stroked her untied hair slowly until she wakes up. "Good morning, Yugi-chan." Naruto gave Yugito a kiss to the forehead. "Good morning, Naru-kun. How long have you been up?" She kissed his chest. "A few minutes." Naruto continued stroking her hair. The pair got up eventually. They prepared for the day. Council. Tsunade, Jiraiya, Shikaku and Kakashi stood on the council. "There are still more we need to discuss. This is about Naruto Uzumaki." Tsunade pulled out a few scroll. "And why is that?" asked a civilian council. "This is about the truth of his family." Tsunade looked to the scroll. "He's an orphan. He don't have a family, and if he does, who would it be?" "Can't be someone important if they're the parents of the demon kid," shouted a pink-haired council member. "It does, Haruno-san. You praise his father every day, yet you mock his child." Tsunade and a few others released a killing intent directed at her. "Oh, you mean he's the fourth Hokage's son?" shocked a council civilian. "Yes, that's right. It was kept secret for protection from other villages until he reaches a certain level or age," explained Tsunade. Most council are now rubbing their heads, especially Haruno, because she mocked the kid all the time. She felt disgusted with herself. "Now that we're finished, dismissed." Tsunade gave some copy of papers as proof to the council as they left. Back to Naruto and Yugito. They are still having some breakfast. "Never thought I was the fourth Hokage's son," smiled Naruto. Yugito smiled at him. "Do you think your parents would approve of us?" "Of course, Yugi-chan." Naruto looked at her. "Good. I'm worried they're not." Yugito smiled at him before continuing to eat. The news of Naruto being the fourth Hokage spread real fast. Most of his friends now know that he is the son of the fourth Hokage. "Hey guys, have you heard? Naruto's the son of the fourth Hokage," shouted Lee. Everybody's eyes widened. "What? It's a joke, right?" asked Sakura. "No, it's true," Lee replied. "But he never had a son," said Nichi. Kakashi walked in. "Of course he does, it was kept a secret." I was his student, I knew he had a child, and I knew it was Naruto. Kakashi smiled underneath the mask. Sakura was lost in her mind, she's been mean to him all the time. Back to Naruto an hour later. Naruto went out of the house with Yugito. As he was walking, the two realized a weird feeling. Suddenly a villager came and knelt in front of Naruto. Namikaze-sama, please forgive me for ever mocking you, please, the villager begged to Naruto, holding his pants. It's alright, hehe, just call me Naruto, alright. Naruto smiled. The villager stood up, he bowed, then he left Naruto and Yugito. Lady Tsunade must have told the council about this, said Yugito. Yeah, I agree with you. Naruto and Yugito decided to go the Hokage mansion. Meanwhile with the Mizukage. This has been a long trip, said Mei, walking to the gates of Konoha, but we're finally here. Maybe I can snatch a husband here. That Uchiha kid is from Konoha, she thought to herself. Mizukage-sama. Mizukage-sama. Called Ao. Mei didn't hear Ao at all, she was lost in her mind. Huh? Oh, yes, what is it? Asked the beautiful auburn-haired woman. They're going to check us first, you almost went past the gate, said Ao. Oh yes, I was lost in my mind, smiled Mei. After they were checked, they went to the Hokage mansion straight ahead. 10 minutes later. So everyone knew I am the son of the 4th Hokage? Asked Naruto. For the 4th time, Naruto. Yes, everyone knew. Tsunade has a tick mark on her head. Naruto's been asking the same question 4 times in the last 10 minutes. It has some effects, like that villager begged to be forgiven by Naruto. Yugito looked at Tsunade. Tsunade raised an eyebrow. Really? And some annoying fangirls. Yugito's tone turned into an irritated voice. Well, the 4th Hokage is quite popular. Tsunade was cut off when Shizune walked in. Lady Tsunade, the Mizukage is here, said Shizune. Naruto, Yugito, I'll talk to you later. The Mizukage is here. Tsunade looked at the two blondes. Naruto and Yugito was about to leave. Wait, Yugito, come here for a second. Tsunade hold Yugito's hand. She then whispered something to Yugito. Alright, Yugito smiled as she continues to walk with Naruto to the door. The Mizukage went inside the room. She saw Naruto. That boy, he looks delicious, thought Mei, as she inspects Naruto while licking her lips. Naruto and Yugito went out of the room. Hey Yugi-chan, what did Ba-chan told you? Asked Naruto. She told me something important. Yugito smiled. Oh, alright then. Naruto and Yugito went out of the Hokage mansion. Naruto's birthday is coming up in a week, I knew that, but is Lady Tsunade sure about the present that I should get him? Yugito thought to herself. So you want to get groceries? Asked Naruto. Sure thing, Naru-kun, smiled Yugito. Kakashi was walking, he spot the two blondes. Hey Naruto, Yugito. You want to train with me? It's been a while, Naruto and Yugito, I don't think we've ever trained before. I would be glad to train. Boo. Naruto was cut off by Yugito. Yugito looked at Naruto. Naru-kun, you should train, let me handle the groceries. Naruto wasn't sure about if he should train or not. Oh, you two have something to do? Sorry if I bother. Kakashi smiled under the mask. No, it's okay, Kakashi-sensei. Naruto, you don't really like buying groceries, right? Go train with him, it's been a while, I'll join you two later, alright? Yugito gave Naruto a peck to the cheek before walking away to the store. Hehe, take care Yugi-chan. Naruto grinned. You too, Naru-kun. Yugito gave Naruto a warm smile. Now I can take care of his present, Yugito thought to herself. Instead of buying groceries, she went to a tailor to make Naruto's present. Meanwhile with the Mizukage, the two beautiful women have been discussing about a lot of stuff. They have finally finished everything they wanted to discuss except for one thing. Tsunade. I saw a blonde shinobi with a coat exited out of the room when I came in. Who was he? Asked Mei. Oh, that is the Gaki, his name is Naruto Uzumaki. Why you ask? Tsunade raised an eyebrow. You know Tsunade, I've been looking for a husband. Mei smiled seductively. Tsunade felt like she knew what was Mei talking about, and I think he will be that person. Mei licked her lips. Tsunade eyes widened. Well, good luck with that, Mei. He has a girlfriend and trust me, no one is able to separate those two. I'll find a way. Mei went out of the room. Ow, Chijiro, find out about that Naruto Uzumaki. Don't get caught. Mei walked away. An hour and a half later, Yugito came to the training ground. Sorry I took a long time to come. It's alright. Naruto grinned. Oh, Yugito, you're here. Kakashi looked at her. Yeah, there are some things I need to buy from other stores, which is why I took a long time to come, Yugito explained. Yesterday I watched you two sparring. From what I've seen, Yugito, your fighting techniques are very unique and swift, said Kakashi. So Yugito, you want to spar with me? Sure thing. Yugito said excitedly. Naruto jumped away to watch them. Yugito quickly used her claw creation technique. While Kakashi prepared his kunai. Kakashi dashed at Yugito, which she quickly ducked and clawed him. Her claws missed the attack as Kakashi chakra dashed away from her. Kakashi threw a few shurikens which Yugito blocked. Mouse hairball, shouted Yugito. Kakashi thought it was a single fireball, when suddenly it splits into many. Kakashi got hit by a few fireball. Kakashi returned the favor by using his fireball techniques. Yugito swiftly dodged it as Kakashi dashed forward. They clashed together, sounds of claws and kunai classing can be heard. Naruto watches the two. She's amazing, isn't she? He said to Kyuubi. Yep, pretty impressive, much more than you, Naruto. Kyuubi giggled. Hey, well it's true, but still. Naruto rubbed the back of his head. Kid, you're lucky to have her, you know, don't make dumb moves. That Mizukage that went inside the Hokage mansion, I spotted her checking you out. Pretty sure an old pipe like her would want a young man like you, explained Kyuubi. Don't worry Kurama, I will always love Yugito, nothing will change that. Naruto grinned. But now I want to sleep. Kyuubi lay down and falls asleep. Sleepy furball, Naruto sighed. They fought for 20 minutes. Kakashi got kicked by Yugito, he stood up and countered Yugito's other attacks. He finally managed to land a blow on her when suddenly she turned into a puff of smoke. Before he could react, Yugito ran behind Jim and clawed him to the air a few times before hitting him with her Nibi tails while he was airborne, slamming him to the ground like a meteor. Kakashi made a large mark on the ground as he landed. SI1 Yugito smiled as she lent Kakashi a hand, which Kakashi gladly accepts. That was impressive Yugito. Kakashi put a thumbs up. I didn't know you already managed to use Kage Bushin. And you use it wisely, you're very full of surprises. Yugi-chan, that was awesome. Naruto shouted. Thanks Naru-kun, Kakashi-sensei. Yugito smiled warmly. You showed the Cyclops what we can do, kitten. And of course he's impressed. Nibi giggled. Don't be overconfident Nibi, I used the Kage Bushin to watch his moves first, replied Yugito. Alright then kitten, by the way I think he would really love his surprise. Nibi jumped around. Yugito just shook her head while smiling, looking at her. Biju. Hey, wanna get some lunch? Asked Naruto at the other two. Sure Naruto, Kakashi replied. Alright. Yugito holds Naruto's arm while Kakashi walks next to Naruto. The three went to Ichiraku's ramen. Meanwhile with the Mizukage, there was a knock on her hotel room. She opens the door. Ow, have you found anything about the boy? Asked Mei. Yes I did. He walked into the room. The boy is Naruto Uzumaki. He is considered to be a hero here and the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. Some people also told me that he is the son of the 4th Hokage Minato Namikaze. He got a Jinchuriki girlfriend. Her name is Yugito, Nayao explained. Mei is starting to worry a bit. He is a Jinchuriki, the son of the 4th Hokage, and has a girlfriend, she mumbled. Alright thank you Ao, now get out of my room. Naruto and Yugito. Kakashi looked at the two couples slurping their ramen at the same speed, while he himself is eating quite slow. Wow Yugito, you're the first person to ever match Naruto's speed in eating ramen. Well I love ramen Kakashi-sensei. She continues eating. Makes sense. Kakashi continues eating his medium-sized ramen. After they're done eating and paid, Naruto, Yugito and Kakashi went out of the ramen bar. As they were walking down the streets, a group of girls started to scream when they saw Naruto. Naruto, are those fangirls? Asked Kakashi. I guess yeah. Naruto's a bit worried. Well you go take care of that, I have to find Yamato. Kakashi left, leaving Naruto and Yugito. Alright Kakashi-sensei. Naruto turned his head back to the fangirl. Yugito tightened her grip on Naruto's arm as they walked past the fangirls. Who's that? Asked a fangirl. I don't know, but she's stealing my Naruto-kun, shouted a fangirl. Naruto couldn't hold it anymore. He stopped in his tracks, turns Yugito around and kissed her passionately. Yugito gladly returned his kiss. What did you do that for? Asked Yugito with a seductive smile. To make them jealous of you. Naruto kissed her again. The fangirls started to leave. That works. Yugito smiled as they continue walking together. The Mizukage was walking around Konoha. Suddenly she spotted Naruto walking. She decided to approach him. Hey, you're Naruto right? Asked Mei seductively while slowly licking her lips. Yeah I am, I think I saw you in the Hokage mansion. Who are you? Naruto felt Yugito's grip is getting tighter. I am the 5th Mizukage, Mei Terumi. Mei smiled warmly. Naruto bowed. Yugito also bowed even though she doesn't like her. Nice to meet you Mizukage-sama. Yugito made a fake smile. Nice to meet you too. Well I got to go Yugito. Naruto-kun. She walked past Naruto and she makes sure that her busty cleavage hits his left arm. Naruto felt it but decided to ignore it. I don't like her, Yugito said with an irritated tone. Well, she's the Mizukage. We have to show respect on her. Naruto felt Yugito's arm tighten around his arm. The Mizukage thought to herself. He doesn't even pay attention to my cleavage, that's new. Naruto and Yugito went home. As for the Mizukage, she went to a meeting with Tsunade. Let's start the story. The Mizukage was laying down on her bed, thinking about the blonde boy, handsome, a Jinchuriki, a hero, son of the 4th Hokage, also not gay considering he got a girlfriend, but how can he not react to my cleavage? Thought the beautiful women that every male wanted to slept with. She sat up on her bed, she looked around her dark hotel room. If I can get him, I doubt Tsunade will let me take him to Kiri. She talked to herself as she stood up. She looked at the clock. It shows 5:40 a.m. She tried to get back to bed, but she can't. She decided to just lay on her bed until the sunshine through her windows. 2 hours later in Naruto's apartment. The blondes are up quickly today. Yugito decided that they would go shopping on weapons for Naruto. Last night Naruto agreed to have a sword training with Yugito in the morning. Yugito, despite the fact that she doesn't use swords much, she has some training with Killer Bee and managed to wield swords with above average skills. Naruto and Yugito went to a weapons store to find Naruto a matching sword for him and for her. Alright Naru-kun, let's get some swords for you. Yugito inspects some of the swords. Naruto doesn't know anything about swords, he just agreed with everything Yugito picked. After searching for a while, Yugito found the best sword for Naruto. It is a katana made from black steel. The katana has great compatibility with chakra. Channeling chakra into it was much more easier and much more effective. Of course it was quite expensive. Naruto's katana looked like a normal katana, but with a white and black hand grip, and its tsuba is golden with a unique art carved onto it. Naruto looked at the sword, pretty cool he thought to himself. Well, Yugito bought another sword. It's quite the same sword, but shorter, and it has a blue Seijio, a cord used to tie katana to the waist. The color of the hand grip was yellow and white, and it has a silver tsuba with also a unique Japanese art carved onto it. After they picked the swords, Naruto and Yugito went to the cashier and paid for it. That cost a lot. Naruto checked his frog wallet. You don't want a defective sword now, do you? Yugito held Naruto's arm as her other arm holds the katana. As they walked, people looked at the two. It's the son of the Yellow Flash, he's wielding a sword. A villager pointed at Naruto. I didn't know he could use katanas, said another villager. Naruto looked at Yugito. Wow, I actually prefer being starred than this. We'll get used to it, Yugito smiled. Naruto and Yugito went to the training ground to train their sword ability. Alright Naruto, I want you to unsheath your katana, make sure you do it correctly, Yugito demanded. Naruto pulled out his sword, of course the wrong way. Yugito spent the last 10 minutes fixing Naruto's sheathing. As he finally managed to do it correctly, Yugito continues with her lesson. Alright Naruto-kun, now I want you to strike me. Yugito prepared her blade. Are you sure? Naruto is afraid that he would harm his girlfriend. Of course, Yugito smiled. Naruto struck Yugito, but she blocked it. Well, the way you strike is quite nice, but there are much things to fix, Yugito explained. The two continued training the whole day. They stopped for lunch, but their clone jutsu kept training. Without realizing, they've spent more than 10 hours training, and both of them doesn't even look like they're tired at all. Yugito gladly teach her boyfriend, and Naruto gladly follows his girlfriend's instructions. Of course, Naruto has been using his Kage Bushions to speed up his skill, and Yugito also used her Kage Bushin that she just learned a few days earlier to teach Naruto. The Mizukage walked around Konoha trying to spot her prey. Where is he? She talked to herself. She decided to walk to the training field. Haven't seen that kid all day long, and it's already late evening, she thought to herself. As she walked closer to the training ground, she heard many loud sounds of swords clashing. She went there to check out what's going on. As she walked there, she saw hundreds of Naruto training with katanas and saw his girlfriend teaching him also using Kage Bushin, even though it's not as much as Naruto's. Whoa, what the hell? She spoke to herself, feeling weird about all this, but he looks hot without a shirt. She drooled over Naruto's muscular body. Must be weird looking at this, right? She heard a voice behind her. She turned her head to see a gray-haired man wearing a mask and left eye closed with a headband, sort of. You must be the Mizukage. I am Kakashi Haddock, the copy ninja. Kakashi introduced himself. So you're that famous copy ninja. I heard about you in Kiri. Nice to meet you. Mei smiled warmly. But may I ask, what are you doing here? Kakashi hoped the Mizukage won't kill him for asking such question. I heard some noise, so I wander off here, Mei lied. Kakashi knew she wanted to see Naruto. You know that kid Naruto, he was my student. Oh really? Asked Mei. Yep, a few years ago he was, now he surpassed my skills. Kakashi looked at Mei. Well, Mizukage-sama, I am needed elsewhere. Alright, Kakashi Haddock. Mei smiled as Kakashi walked away. She turned her head to see Naruto, and Yugito's shadow clones are gone, leaving only the real Naruto and Yugito. Mei decided to went there. Yugito saw the busty Kage walking to them. Naruto-kun, it's the Mizukage, she whispered. Huh? Naruto turned his head to the approaching Kage. Hello Naruto, Yugito. I saw you two training with swords. Mei looked at the irritated Yugito with some pride in her face. Well yeah, we've been training all day. Naruto turned his head to her. You know Naruto-kun, maybe we should talk together sometimes, just the two of us. Mei touched his cheeks, making Yugito's blood boil. I heard you're quite famous around here, a hero to be exact. Mei licked her lips slowly, making sure Naruto saw it, but she realized Naruto didn't seem to be aroused at all. Hidden, tear that old up. Make sure she won't come to our Naruto-kun. Nibi shouted, looking angry as hell. Yugito wanted to do that as she tightened her hand and leaked a small amount of killing intent, but she knew it would be a really bad idea. Nibi, I can't, she's the Mizukage. I don't want to make a war here. But trust me, I'll find a way to keep her away from him. I did my best to protect the villagers and my loved ones. He leaned to Yugito, making sure to show Mei that he is with someone else. Mei decided it's time to make Naruto fall under her spell. She moved her cleavage a bit higher, which make it look much more bustier. She leaned close to Naruto, making sure his eyes lock into her cleavage. You have good intentions, Naruto. We should really talk together sometimes. Maybe we could do something together. Maybe if I have time, Mizukage-sama. I'm quite busy training these days. Naruto rubbed the back of his head. His eyes were locked to her eyes, instead of Mei's busty breast like she hoped. Good luck with your training, Naruto. I heard you're very powerful. Hope you have a good evening, Mei smiled. Naruto just nodded. Well then I'll be going, see you two tomorrow, she sunshined, disappearing in a puff of smoke. Yugito holds Naruto's arm. I don't like her at all, Yugito yelled a bit, releasing the killing intent she's been holding up the second Mei showed up. I know, but don't worry, I won't cheat with her. Naruto tried to calm his girlfriend down. Kit, I'm surprised you could resist looking at her busty breast, Kyuubi chuckled. I got a girlfriend, I need to be able to do that, Naruto replied. Naruto and Yugito walked to Ichiraku's. What's with the Mizukage trying to get closer to you every day? Yugito's face was irritated, her tone was like an angry person. I don't know Yugi-chan, but she won't get me. I'm yours. Naruto gave his girlfriend a peck to the lips which caused some fangirls to flinch. Yugito quickly calmed down after Naruto kissed her. Now let's get some ramen, Naruto grinned as he walked his girlfriend to Ichiraku's. Konoha's streets. Sakura and Ino are walking together. I felt really bad, all this time I've been mean to him. Sakura looked down as Ino and Lee tried to comfort her. I wanted to train with Naruto. He is the son of the Namikas. Lee got a smack by Ino. Lee, shut up, she turned her head to Sakura. Let's just find him at Ichiraku's ramen, alright? Lee, Sakura and Ino continued walking to Ichiraku's ramen, not knowing that Naruto's style changed a lot and reassembled Minato a lot. As they entered Ichiraku's ramen, Sakura and Ino stopped in their tracks. They looked at Naruto, who turned his head to them. Both of their eyes widened, while Lee just stood there looking at the spelt Sakura and Ino. He looks dreamy, thought Sakura. Wow, Naruto looks handsome, thought Ino. Oh hey guys, what are you doing here? Asked Naruto. Naruto, you learn how to use a katana? Asked Lee, who is looking at a katana strapped to his waist. Oh yeah, Yugi-chan told me how to use it. Naruto leaned to his girlfriend, who smiled at him while eating. Naruto, I just wanted to say sorry for being mean to you all this time. Sakura looked at him with wet eyes. Don't worry, Sakura, I never wanted you to apologize to me. Naruto smiled. Yugito felt proud of her boyfriend. So Naruto, how about we train? Asked Lee with full anticipation. I'm sorry Lee, I think it's getting a bit late. Naruto rubbed the back of his head. Yugito saw how much Lee wanted to train with her boyfriend. Lee, you can join us train tomorrow at 10 AM at the training ground. Yugito smiled as she saw Lee jumped around. Thank you Naruto, Yugito, I won't be late. Lee ran off out of Ichiraku's ramen, leaving Sakura with Ino. You girls not eating? Asked Yugito. Sakura nodded, she sat down next to Yugito with Ino next to her. I'll have a small miso please, Sakura said to Am. And you? Am asked Ino. Same. Ino smiled. The four talked to each other. Yugito started to like Sakura and Ino. Sakura started to feel that she's happy Yugito's with Naruto. They finished eating, all of them went to their own home. Naruto and Yugito arrived at their apartment. Naruto and Yugito went straight to bed. They are extremely tired from the training. The next day, Lee has been waiting for about 10 minutes. Where are they? He mumbled to himself. Then he saw two figures walking together, both of them are blonde. Sorry we're late, Naruto, and Yugito looked at Lee, who was sweating for him, waiting the two of them. It's alright, Lee raised his thumbs up. Alright, let me guess, you want to spar with Naruto, right? Asked Yugito with a smile. Yes, if it's okay. Lee looked at the two blonde. Of course it is, Naruto, go spar with him. I have a few things that we needed to do, such as buying some food I forgot yesterday. Yugito gave her boyfriend a kiss. Alright Yugi-chan, take care Naruto, and Lee prepared to spar as Yugito left. Like yesterday, Yugito didn't go straight to the grocery store, instead she went to a combat mask maker. She decided to make Naruto an extra gift. She already designed the mask, only need the mask maker to make it. Meanwhile with Naruto and Lee, they're getting each other fiercely. Lee used his taijutsu as good as he can, but it cannot withstand Naruto's katana skill, even though he just learned it yesterday. Naruto dashed at Lee about to slash him, Lee quickly jumped away. He threw shurikens at Naruto which he cut with his wind affinity channel to the katana. Naruto threw Lee some shurikens that is also enhanced with wind affinity. Lee tried to block it with kunai, but failed as it destroyed his kunai. Lee got some scratch from the shurikens. Not knowing, the two are being watched by Kakashi and Guy from a tree. Naruto's pretty good with his katana. Kakashi looked at the two fighting. Guy observes Naruto's move, that's not something you see every day in Konoha. Kakashi realized what he was talking about, it looks like a Kumo sword style, Yugito must have teach him how to use katanas. She did a good job at teaching, then said Guy as he saw Lee got slashed with the katana. Meanwhile with Yugito, she just went out of the mask maker store after ordering the mask. Yugito went to the grocery store to buy the things she needed. Yugito only spent a few minutes in the grocery store, considering they're out of the food she wanted to buy. Yugito decided to head to the training ground. As she arrived she saw Kakashi and Guy sitting on a tree, she jumped up to the same tree. What are you two doing? Guy looked behind him. Oh hey Yugito. We're just watching Naruto and Lee fight. Kakashi also looked at Yugito. Yugito, I believed you teach Naruto how to use katana, right? Yup, Yugito responded. You did a great job. He turned his head back to Naruto and Lee. Yugito smiled knowing she did a great job at teaching Naruto. A few minutes passed. Naruto defeated Lee. He offered a hand to Lee which he accepted. Thank you Naruto, it was a great spar. You're welcome Lee, Naruto smiled. Kakashi, Guy and Yugito jumped down and head to Naruto and Lee. You did great with the katana, Naruto praised Kakashi. It's all thanks to Yugi-chan. Naruto looked at his blushing girlfriend. Lee, you should train more. Guy felt a bit sad that Lee lost. Yes. Lee stood straight like a shinobi under training. Alright Naruto, Kakashi and Yugito, we'll be going for some more training. Guy raised his thumb, Lee and himself, then walked away. After Lee and Guy left, Yugito decided to train with Kakashi as he takes some rest. Hey Naru-kun, you should eat, you look hungry, Yugito insisted. She's right Naruto. Kakashi looked at the blonde boy. I'll eat with you later. Naruto felt his stomach grumbled. Don't worry, you can come with me to eat later, but now you really need to eat. Just go to Ichiraku's ramen. Yugito smiled. Are you sure? Naruto didn't want to leave his girlfriend even though she's with Kakashi. I'm sure. She crouched and gave him a kiss. Alright then. Naruto and Yugito stood up. Yugito returned training and Naruto went to Ichiraku's ramen. Naruto is heading for Ichiraku's ramen before suddenly he felt someone touched his shoulder. It was Mei. Hey Naru-kun. Oh, hi Mizukage-sama. Naruto smiled. Please just call me Mei. She held Naruto's arm. Naruto felt a bit uncomfortable. Mei-san, I don't think we should hold hands together. It's just that I have a girlfriend. Mei knew Naruto was hard to get, but she didn't know it would be this hard. I'm sure she would be fine with it. Naruto looked at Mei. No she won't, I'm sorry. I just felt like it's wrong, but it's an honor to hold hands with you. Naruto grinned. Mei released her clinging hand from his with a sigh. She looked at Naruto. He's really hard to get. Most men would already be crawling at me, she thought to herself before smiling at Naruto. Naruto, where are you heading? Oh, I'm heading to Ichiraku's ramen. Naruto pointed the restaurant. Can I come? Asked Mei. Sure thing Mei-san. Naruto and Mei walked to Ichiraku's ramen. When they arrived there, they were warmly greeted by Am. Hi, Naruto, who's your new friend? She asked looking at the tall auburn-haired woman. Allow me to introduce, I'm Mei Terumi, the Mizukage of Kiri. Mei smiled. Ayama quickly bowed. It's an honor. Mizukage-sama. Tucci saw this, and he quickly bowed too. Please, no need for formality like that, I'm just here to talk things with Naruto. Naruto and her sat down. They chatted for a few minutes, talking about their past and their life now. Mei realized Naruto had almost the same past as hers, her with the Kekkei Janaki and him with the Kyuubi inside of him. She slowly understood him. He has so much burden yet he can still smile, she thought to herself before deciding to ask Naruto. Naruto, if some people hate you, why can you be so cheerful and happy all the time? Naruto smiled warmly. Well, I have Yugito-chan, she's the reason I'm happy every day. She's everything to me. Hearing this, Mei felt wrong trying to get Naruto away from her. She decided to apologize. Naruto, I'm sorry I tried to get you away from her. Naruto looked at her. Don't worry Mei-san, you don't need to apologize. It's fine really. Mei smiled. The two talked with each other for a few more minutes before finishing their food. Naruto, thanks for the lunch, it was great. Tell Yugito I'm sorry. Alright. And tell her to meet me tomorrow in front of my hotel at 8. Mei smiled at him. Alright. Naruto raised his thumb while grinning. If I can't get him, at least I get to kiss him once, she thought. Naruto, you're a good kid, keep it up, she smiled. Then she gave Naruto a kiss to the forehead before leaving. Naruto stood there, he rubbed his forehead and walked back to the training ground. He saw Yugito still training with Kakashi. Hey Yugi-chan. Naruto called her. Yeah? Yugito quickly responded looking at her handsome boyfriend. I met Mei. Naruto rubbed the back of his head. Yugito released a bit of killing intent. What did she do? We talked and have some lunch. She wanted me to tell you that she said sorry for making you angry to her. She said she will not do that anymore, Naruto explained. Yugito calmed down. Well, that was unexpected. She also told me to tell you that we should meet her in front of her hotel tomorrow at 8. There are important things she needed to tell us, Naruto said sheepishly. Alright, then we should wake up fast tomorrow, she smiled. She felt happy knowing there are less people trying to get her Naru-kun away, and she knew one of the biggest threat actually stopped jazzing her boyfriend and apologized, which she gladly accepted. Yugito continued training with Kakashi. Naruto also joined in. A day passed quickly for them as they trained. They stopped training at 5 p.m. Naruto, Yugito, and Kakashi went to Ichiraku's ramen to get some food. Afterwards they went to their own home. Let's start the story. Naruto and Yugito went to the Mizukage's hotel. They arrived there precisely at 8. And they already saw Mei waiting for them there. Hello Yugito, Naruto. Mei smiled, she put her left hand on her hips. Hello Mizukage-sama. Yugito and Naruto bowed. Naruto, how many times do I tell you not to call me that? But never mind that, there are things we need to discuss about your status, Mei explained. She gave them a scroll. Naruto and Yugito both read the scroll. Wait, so Yugura was controlled by a masked man? And he was an Akatsuki? Asked Naruto. Mei nodded. He managed to put Yugura under a visual jutsu. Masked man, huh? With visual jutsu that managed to put a Jinchuriki under a trick. Kid, I think this is him. It must be the same man that controlled me years ago when I attacked Kyuubi growled. May, Kurama told me that it must be the same man that controlled him when he attacked Konoha. Naruto looked at the confused May. Kurama. Wait, it's the Kyuubi's name? Asked May. Yup, they have names. Yugito looked at the two and continued rereading the scroll. May sighed. My hunter Nin managed to spot some Akatsuki members roaming around when they attacked him. There were actually 6 of them. We managed to identify the name, which is Pain. Apparently all 6 of them are Pain. All of them has bright orange hair and believe it or not, he got the Rinnegan. All 6 of them. I lost 4 hunter Nin retrieving this information. He is, I believe, the leader of Akatsuki. Naruto's and Yugito's eyes widened as they heard the word Rinnegan. Do you know where he is heading now? Asked Naruto. No, currently nothing, but if I found something I will tell you and your Hokage. We made a diplomatic agreement between our villages, especially in the handling of the Akatsuki. May explained. So Konoha is working together with Kiri? Asked Yugito, giving back the scroll to May. Yes, May smiled. I have to meet your Hokage now. I'll see you two later. May walked away heading for the Hokage mansion. The Rinnegan in the hands of the Akatsuki. Naruto looked at Yugito. We need to find Arasenin. Yugito nodded as they went to find Jiraiya. With no doubt Naruto went to the most common place for him to be. Hot springs. Naruto and Yugito arrived near the hot springs just to see Jiraiya on the roof taking notes. Yugito put her hand to her forehead. I can't believe this. Naruto shouted, hey Arasenin. Jiraiya turned his head to Naruto, quickly hushing him when suddenly a bunch of sandals flew and hit his face. Jiraiya fell to the ground. He looked up. Hey Gaki, what do you want? We got things to tell you. Yugito shook her head looking at the Sannin. And what is that? Asked Jiraiya. Well, May, the Mizukage told us that their hunter Nin found out about the leader of Akatsuki called Pain. There are 6 of them, all orange-haired, and every one of them has a Rinnegan. Naruto shouted a bit. Jiraiya sighed. Gaki, I have spies everywhere. I already found out about him a few weeks back, probably the same time as the hunter Nins. He is using the 6-path techniques to use corpses as a body, well, the real him. I know for a fact that the real him isn't there at all. Whoever controlling the 6 paths is controlling from far away. Wait, if you knew, why don't you tell us? Asked Yugito. I told Tsunade, but not you two. I didn't want to make you both worry, and we still don't know for sure about him, Jiraiya explained. Yugito looked at Naruto. If you have a Rinnegan, then we need to train more. Naruto nodded. Thanks Arasenin, he grinned. Yugito also thanked Jiraiya for the info. Well, it's nothing. Wait, Naruto, you know how to use a katana? Asked Jiraiya. Huh? Oh yeah, Yugito-chan, teach me how to use it. Naruto rubbed the back of his head. Alright then, I'll be back to reading my novel. Jiraiya head back to the hot springs. Yugito just shook her head while Naruto face-palmed his face. Naruto and Yugito quickly went to the training ground and started training to perfect Yugito's skill on using the Kage Bushin no Jutsu and also continuing Naruto's sword training afterwards. Meanwhile with the Akatsuki, the 9 Tails and the 2 Tails are living in Konoha set, a blue shark guy known as Kisum. I heard the 2 are connected. Another voice came from Conan. We only need 3 more Jinchuriki, 9 Tails, 8 Tails, and 2 Tails. The man with the Rinnegan spoke. And there are only 3 of us left, said Kisum. No matters, we will continue even though there are only 3 members left. Pain has his 6th path, meaning there are actually 8 of them. If combined with the real him, it would be 9 members. Back to Konoha an hours later. Yugito has been progressing really fast with Hikage Bushins, considering she already managed to use multi-shadow clones jutsu. Wow, you learn faster than I did. Naruto looked at his girlfriend. Thanks to you, Narukan. She gave him a kiss to the lips. Alright Narukan, let's start your sword training. Naruto quickly prepared his sword, so did Yugito, and the 2 started training. Hokage Mansion. Tsunade, you should watch your 2 Jinchuriki. Like I said, Pain has the Rinnegan, and there are 6 of. May was cut off as she heard a greet from someone. She looked to a window and there was Jiraiya. Oh, not you, Tsunade face-palmed. What's with me? I'm here to give some info. Jiraiya walked at Tsunade and May. He tried to look at May's breast, but May closed them with her hands. What do you know? Asked Tsunade. Well, the Gaki told me that May here told him about Pain. Jiraiya looked at May. Yes, I did told him. Wait, you're one of the Sannin, right? Asked May. Yup, I am, he said proudly. The perverted one though. Tsunade shook her head. Anyway, I have info about Pain. Apparently he is using a 6-path technique to control corpses, which is all 6 of those Pain are. The real him is hiding somewhere and controlling them from far away. That's first. Secondly, I suspect them be hunting both Naruto and Yugito. What I fear is they might attack Konoha soon. And thirdly, even though there are only 3 Akatsuki members left, with the combination of all 6 paths of Pain, there are basically 9 Akatsuki members left, and I'm sure if they attack Pain, would bring all 6, Jiraiya explained. Tsunade, looks like your village is in trouble. Mei turned her head to Tsunade. Just let me process this. Tsunade hold her forehead knowing the fact that 6 living corpses that have Rinnegan could attack Konoha. Alright, I'll send some Anbu for a watch, and Jiraiya tell your spies to keep working on pain. May we have much more to discuss. That's all I wanted to say. Jiraiya jumped out of the window. Time skips a few days. It is now a day before Naruto's birthday. Over the past few days Yugito became quite comfortable with Mei, considering Naruto and her have been spending time with Mei, discussing about the Akatsuki issues and a few other things. Naruto, I heard tomorrow is your birthday. Mei smiled at the blonde. Hehe, yeah it is. Naruto rubbed the back of his head. I would want to celebrate it, but I'll be going back to Kiri today. Mei felt bad that she had to leave right before his birthday. That's alright Mei-san, I'm sure your village needs you. Naruto grinned. So I decided to give you an early gift. Mei summoned 2 swords to her hand. Here, I want you to have this, it's something I ordered. Naruto and Yugito looked at the shiny sword that has black metal shinier than Naruto's. The sword looked like an ninjato. But the differences are huge, as Naruto realized it wasn't an ordinary sword. The sword has a weird form because it is slim right after the tsuba and goes a bit wider. The middle part is a bit wider afterwards before going back a bit slimmer but still a bit wide near the edge, making it basically a slim sword, which make it very good for stabbing and slashing. On the top of each swords past a bit of the middle of the sword, there is a shark fin like metal pointing out. The swords can be launched only the black metal part. It has chain inside of it. Think of Haiden's weapon or Kisam's, pretty much like that, but in a form of a ninjato. The handle of the swords are white colored. It is wrapped just like a katana. While Naruto held the 2 swords, it's a special sword, it can be launched. It has chains in it, and when it hits an enemy it can grab chakra from them and give the chakra to you. It's also a great at chakra channeling. Mei smiled. She then turned to Yugito. Oh, and Yugito, I know your affinity is fire, so I wanted you to have these. She gave Yugito a bunch of scrolls. Oh, thank you. Yugito smiled. You're welcome. Mei returned her smile. Naruto and Yugito walked to Mizukage to Konoha's gate where Ao and Chijuro are waiting. Alright Naruto, Yugito, be careful of the Akatsuki and stay safe. Thanks for the past few days. Mei gave each of them a hug. You too Mei-san, Naruto said. Don't worry, we will be fine, Yugito assured Mei. I know you will, see you two next time. Mei walked away with Chijuro and Ao. But that Mei and her bodyguards left Konoha and head back to Kiri. I kinda miss her, admitted Yugito looking at the leaving cage. Already? Naruto chuckled, and I thought you didn't like her. Well, I used to. Yugito and Naruto then head back to their home. Secretly Yugito made some shadow clones to take care of Naruto's present and stuff. Tomorrow morning, Naruto woke up but this time he didn't hear or even feel Yugito on his chest. He quickly opened his eyes and looked around looking for Yugito, making sure no one busted into his house and did something to her. He checked the bathroom, but no one's there. He decided to go to his living room. As he opened the door he smelt an amazing smell of ramen, and there she was, Yugito sitting on the dining table. She walked to Naruto and hugged him. Good morning Naruto-kun and happy birthday, she kissed him passionately. Good morning, thanks Yugi-chan. Did you made those ramen? Asked Naruto. Yes I did. Yugito's waist is still being held by Naruto. It smell amazing. Naruto praised his girlfriend, making her blush as he kissed her cheek. Let's have breakfast. Yugito hold Naruto's arm and led him to the dining table. Naruto and Yugito had breakfast. The two talked about their future together. After done eating, Yugito decided that it's time for Naruto to open his gift. She went to their living room table and picked up one medium-sized gift box and a small gift box. She gave Naruto the small one first. I hope you like it Naruto-kun. Yugito gave it to him. Naruto opened the present and picked up a mask. The mask is made out of a strong steel, yet it was light. Wow, it looks awesome Yugi-chan. Naruto tried it on, and it fits perfect. The jaw moved to when I talk. Yugito looked at her happy boyfriend. You can make it move and not move too. Naruto smiled. Yugito. The mask looks like a skeleton with a sharpish chin. Think about Ichigo's hollow mask from Bleach. It has a red eyeshadow around the eyelid that went to the side of his head, symbolizing his sage mode. On the forehead there is a red Uzumaki swirl. The chin has a few red lines just like Ichigo's mask, but on both sides, and it has a full black eye. The mask base color is white. It has a movable jaw that can be set to move or not when talking. I love it Yugi-chan. Naruto removed the mask. Where did you find this? Well, I designed it, then I asked a combat mask maker to make it, explained Yugito. Wow Yugi-chan, your design is just awesome. Thank you. Naruto grinned. You're welcome. The mask is made out of light metal, but really strong. It will took a lot of force to make a single scar on it, and breaking it will take even stronger force. Oh Naruto, you're not done yet. She gave him the larger box. Naruto quickly opened it and it was a coat. The coat looks like Minato's, but it does not say the Fouth Hokage, instead it says Namikaze. It also has red Uzumaki swirl just like the mask on each side of the upper arm. Naruto tried it on and it fits perfectly. Wow Yugi-chan, you designed this too? Asked Naruto. Yes I did, you like it? I made it based on your father's coat. Yugito smiled. I love it. It looks perfect with the mask too. Naruto hugged Yugito. Thank you Yugi-chan, you're the best. He kissed her cheek. You're welcome Naruto-kun, she kissed him back. They prepared for the day. Naruto wore his new coat instead of the sage coat with his normal black attire and the upper-length leather-strapped fingerless glove and put the mask under his coat, planning to wear it later. He also wear his headband again. Naruto puts his new blades on his back, both with the handle heading to his right, while his usual blade on his left waist. Yugito was glad that he actually liked the gifts, thanks Lady Tsunade, she thought to herself. Wow kidden, your mate there sure looks handsome, Nibi purred. Hi Nibi, you're a bit more silent than usual, said Yugito. I've been enjoying just watching the two of you, I'm sure Kurama also do the same thing, Nibi replied. Yugito giggled before returning to the real world and went outside with Naruto. As they are walking around the village, people tend to drop their jaw when they see Naruto, especially his fangirls. Yugito proudly held Naruto's arm as they went past a bunch of jaw-dropped fangirls. Don't you think you need to put that jaw back? Asked Yugito to a fangirl that's definitely sending her some killing intent. The fangirl backed down knowing she doesn't stand a chance against a Jinchuriki. Naruto and Yugito continued to walk to the training ground. Hokage Mansion. Jiraiya and Tsunade has been arguing for a while. Like I said Tsunade, I've found out where Pain is hiding, at least his sixth path. A direct approach will probably work best if we intend to find his identity. Jiraiya is dead serious about this. Alright Jiraiya, I trust you with this mission. Tsunade felt that it's not a good idea to do this mission considering Pain is an S-rank criminal ninja, and he has the Rinnegan. Don't tell the Gaki, or he'll try to come after me, Jiraiya said as he jumped out of the window. Tsunade just nodded hoping that Jiraiya would survive. Training ground. Naruto puts on his new mask as he holds his new blade with his left arm and his usual blade with his right arm, leaving the other one strapped to his back. Naruto quickly launched the new ninjato at Yugito, which she dodged. Naruto pulled himself to the sword using the chains from his handle, surprising Yugito. She got kicked by Naruto. I didn't know it could do that, said Yugito while standing up. Me too, Naruto smiled under his mask. He realized that this blade could be quite useful. Naruto sheathed his old sword and grabbed the other new ninjato. He made himself a new stance as he begins to develop new moves based of his two new unique ninjato. He holds his sword going downwards with his right hand covering a bit of his face and his left arm holding it near his waist. Naruto quickly chakra dashed at Yugito. As they clashed, Naruto blocked and dodged every single one of Yugito's claw attacks. Before he knew it, suddenly another Yugito appeared and attacked him, which he blocked with his ninjato. He quickly made two shadow clones. The shadow clones attacked the shadow cloned Yugito while he head for the real her. Naruto launched his sword again. This time Yugito learned and jumped away, but she forgot he got two blades. Naruto used his other blade heading for Yugito, which she didn't manage to dodge, and it slashed her right arm, giving Naruto some chakra. Wow, that was quite some chakra. The blade sucked. Yugito looked at the blade, knowing how dangerous it is. Naruto felt stronger when the chakra was sent to him. He quickly dashed at Yugito, which of course the two started to brawl. Mouse hairball. Yugito shoots out a blue flame and it spreads around the training field. Naruto tried to dodge all of it, but he didn't manage to do it since another mouse hairball was sent to him. Naruto was sent slamming to the ground. He quickly stood up and used his Kage Bushin no Jutsu to make a few of himself to distract Yugito. Yugito fought the two shadow clones with her own. Naruto made more shadow clones surrounding her, and suddenly all of them throw a smoke bomb at Yugito. She then heard him shouted, Rasengan. Naruto bursted out of the smoke. Yugito jumped, but before she knew it, Naruto already planned everything. Naruto suddenly puffed into smoke. Suddenly she felt a massive force on her back, Rasengan. This time it was Yugito who was slammed to the ground. Naruto set a safe distance afterwards. Nice one, but not good enough. Yugito stood again. She grew her claws. She dashed at Naruto with her max speed that she can achieve in human form. She quickly attacked Naruto, striking him on his chest. She stopped and turned around, attacking his back, and so on. She uppercut Naruto. She jumped and slams him with her Nibi tail. From afar, Jiraiya watches his students sparring. Impressive Yugito, where did he get those swords? It's not a common sword, Jiraiya mumbled. Naruto, Yugito. Hope I can see you after this mission. He jumped and ran as fast as he can, heading to where the 6 paths of Pain hid. Let's start the story. Jiraiya left the training ground. He went as fast as he could to Pain's location, hoping to fight him there, or at least find out who he really is. He ran through the woods of Konoha heading to a megacure where he believes that he would find them there. Jiraiya actually knew who Pain was, at least there's a high chance that it could be his own student Nagato. Tsunade, I hope it's not really Nagato, he thought to himself, remembering the things he talked about with Tsunade in her office. Naruto has just finished his spar with Yugito. They talked about a lot of things afterwards, such as the threat that Mei told them, especially about the Rinnegan-eyed Akatsuki member known as Pain, who could attack Konoha anytime soon. Naruto and Yugito knew something is going on. They have been sensing Anbu members hiding everywhere in the village, and probably the forest of Konoha too. You sense those Anbu member? Asked Naruto looking at where the Anbu member was probably hiding. Yeah, quite a lot actually. Yugito also starred at the same place as Naruto was starring. Naruto turned his head to Yugito. There must be something going on, or maybe they knew that pain would attack soon. Maybe we should ask Lady Tsunade. Yugito shrugged. I don't think we should ask something like that. I doubt she'll answer the truth considering it's about those Anbu. Naruto started another spot. Yeah, she must have been stressed up with all this tension. Yugito looked around trying to find another hiding Anbu members. They continued walking, ignoring the fact that there are many Anbu members everywhere in the village. They hide on roofs, literally everywhere. Even some Anbu members are hiding in Konoha's forest, watching carefully for signs of pain or other Akatsuki members. Naruto and Yugito both felt the tension. They knew why the Anbu are everywhere. They just hope pain won't attack anytime soon. They met Kakashi, who was reading his book while sitting on a bench. "Hey Kakashi-sensei," Naruto called out. Kakashi looked up away from his perverted book. "Hey Naruto, Yugito." Yugito felt disgusted at the copy ninja as she saw the book he was reading. "Have you been sensing Anbu members?" "Yes, I did sense a few." Kakashi looked at the two blonde. "Oh, and have you seen Arasenin?" Asked Naruto, wondering where Jiraiya might be. "Probably at the hot springs." Kakashi returned to his book. "Oh, alright then." Naruto and Yugito left. They went to a few hot spring, but they didn't find him there. Where could he be? Naruto looked around. "I don't know, usually he would be on the roof of a hot spring or peeking through a hole," said Yugito as she looked to a roof. "Maybe he's on a mission." "A mission?" Naruto thinks for a few seconds trying to figure something out. Anbu members are everywhere. Arasenin is gone. What caused all this? Is it because of pain? Our only chance of finding something out is by going to Lady Tsunade. Yugito's side. Naruto nodded as they made their way to the Hokage's mansion. Naruto knocked at Tsunade's door. He knew that Tsunade must be in real stress with all the things going on, and he didn't want to make her mad at him for using the window. He then heard the cage shouted, "Come in." Naruto opened the door slowly, and Yugito followed him from behind. Hey botch," and Naruto tried his best not to annoy the cage. "What do you need, Naruto?" Asked Tsunade, looking frustrated. "We're just here to ask about those Anbu members, and where's Jiraiya-sanin?" Asked Yugito. "So you notice, huh? I sent those Anbu to guard Konoha, making sure to spot any Akatsuki member hiding or traveling near Konoha," Tsunade explained. "How about Arasenin?" Naruto asked, hoping she would give him an answer. "I don't know." Tsunade lied, looking a bit worried when Naruto asked that. "Are you sure?" Asked Naruto as he saw Tsunade's worried face. Tsunade nodded. Naruto turns around and walked away with his head down, knowing Tsunade lied to him. "Sorry about that, Lady Tsunade," said Yugito as she followed her boyfriend. Tsunade felt bad for lying. She couldn't accept the fact that Jiraiya might die, and the only chance to save him is by telling Naruto which he would go after him. "Wait, Naruto." Naruto turns around. "Jiraiya went to Omegakure," said Tsunade. "Why did he go there?" Asked Naruto in confusion. "Define pain," said Tsunade with a saddened voice. Naruto looked at Yugito. "We don't have much time, Yugi-chan." Yugito nodded. Naruto weakly ran out of the building with Yugito following him. "Thanks, Lady Tsunade," said Yugito as she went out the door. As they went outside, Naruto stopped Yugito from following him. "Yugi-chan, you have to stay here," said Naruto in a hurry. "Huh? Why?" Asked Yugito. "If pain defeats Jiraiya, the only chance I got to escape and heal Jiraiya is by asking a toad to use a reverse summoning jutsu. It only works on contracted people. You don't have contract with the toads. I'm worried I might have to leave you if you come with me, Yugi-chan," said Naruto. "Ooh, but I have to come. I can't let you go there alone." Yugito shouted a bit. "I'm sorry, Yugi-chan, but it's for the best. I'll be back, don't worry. Please, I don't want to lose you, Yugi-chan." Naruto hugged Yugito, hoping she would understand. "Alright," Yugito sighed, "but please come back." She kissed Naruto. "I will," Naruto said as he left Yugito. Jiraiya, who could it be? Somebody with a Rinnegan. Is it Nagato or is it someone else, thought Jiraiya as he jumped from tree to tree. Naruto and Yugito. The two blondes ran as fast as they could, passing their friends along the way. "Pain never," said Lee before stopping mid-sentence, noticing how Naruto ignored him and continued running. "What's up with Jim?" Asked Lee. "Must be something important," said Tenten. "Troublesome," was all Shikamaru said. Sakura also saw him running, but this time, he jumped onto a roof and continued running. "Is that Naruto?" she thought to herself. She saw the others looking at Naruto and Yugito too. Sakura approached them. "Where is he going?" Asked Sakura. "We don't know, seems like he's in a hurry," said Lee. Sakura looked up to the sky. "Be safe, Naruto." A few hours later, Jiraiya arrived at Omegakure. He walked around the town looking for a specific large industrial building. He saw the building he was looking for after a few minutes of looking. Before entering, he used a toad jutsu that allows him to hide behind an Omegakure ninja that went inside the building. "Pain already know Jiraiya's presence. Try to stop him if you can," said Pain as he jumped down, leaving a blue-haired girl. The Omegakure ninja went in. Before he could react, he is wrapped by papers. Jiraiya showed up from the ground. A toad technique," said the blue-haired Akatsuki member. "Yo, you're the messenger, Lady Angel," said the Omegakure ninja. "First a god, now an angel. Which means you're the messenger to this so-called god, is that right, Conan?" Asked Jiraiya in a mocking tone. "This man is an intruder," said the Omegakure ninja as he stood up. "You should kill him now." said the man as he ran away. Leave now and stay away, said Conan. Yes ma'am, replied the ninja as he jumped and went away. So who is this pain? Asked Jiraiya. It's really not one of your business, sensei, said Conan, preparing to attack. But Naruto, sensei, why would you go alone? Thought Naruto. You know kid, it must be quite dangerous if he went alone, said Kurama. You've been acting nice these few weeks, said Naruto in his mindscape. I'm only being nice to you because you are dating the Nibi Jinchuriki. I get to talk to Matatabi sometimes. Just because I'm nice doesn't mean we're actually friends. Kyuubi growled. Sure thing, furball, chuckled Naruto. Kyuubi growled again before going to sleep. Konoha. Yugito went to her apartment. She sat on her bed. Naru-kun, please be alright, thought Yugito. Don't worry kitten, he'll be alright, said Nibi, the biju of Yugito. How do you know? Asked Yugito. He got Kurama inside of him, said Nibi. I'm sure he'll be back quickly. I hope you're right, because pain, he got the Rinnegan, said Yugito in a worried tone. Naruto will find a way, kitten. Nibi cheered up her Jinchuriki. You're right, said Yugito before laying on her bed. I hope you're right. Jiraiya. Almost half an hour has passed since Jiraiya met Conan. Jiraiya summoned Gamaken to fight Pain's various summons. He entered his imperfect sage mode as he continued fighting. Pain stood up in front of Jiraiya before he summoned 2 more Pains. What? There are more of him? Asked Fukasaku in shock. Maybe it's some sort of a trick, said Jiraiya. Look at their eyes, Shima said in shock. They all got the Rinnegan. 3 people bearing the Rinnegan. How did they get it? The only person I know to use the Rinnegan is Nagato, said Jiraiya. Pain dashed at him. Jiraiya tried to counterattack, but missed. He continued fighting the one Pain that attacked him while the other spreads around the room. Jiraiya managed to get behind him and he tried to kick Pain's head. Got you now, said Jiraiya. Suddenly the Pain he was about to kick ducked. How did he know? Said Jiraiya as he jumped back. Boy, look at the others, they spread around in the room, said Fukasaku. And look at their eyes, all of them are the same. They must have shared vision. The only way to land a hit is by making sure none of the other Pains saw you, explained Fukasaku. Well, now that we know that, it's time to finish this, said Jiraiya. Almost an hour has passed since Jiraiya fought Pain. He has put Pain under a Jinjutsu. Jiraiya walked away from the bodies of the 3 Pain he fought. Fukasaku and Shima began to cough. Huh? You two okay? Asked Jiraiya. Well, that Jinjutsu song is certainly hard on the throat, sighed Fukasaku. That jutsu isn't easy in any way, shape or form, said Shima. Well, you two can take some rest now, said Jiraiya as he left the bodies. He gasped when he realized someone was behind him. Didn't you teach me not to let my guard down? Did you forget, Jiraiya-sensei? Asked Pain. Jiraiya turns his head around to see who's behind him when suddenly he was attacked before he could react. Jiraiya went through the wall and landed on water outside the building. I decided not to cut his arm off. Jiraiya panted as he looked at his left arm. Lad, your left arm, said Shima as she looked at the crippled arm. I noticed that, replied Jiraiya. Pain came out of the hole. 6 of them came out. 6 now. We have to face 6 of them, said Fukasaku. Take a good look at the 3 that we just took down, said Shima in shock. The only thing I could think of is the newly summoned ones must have revived them with some sort of jutsu, explained Fukasaku. Is there a jutsu that can revive 3 people when they are undoubtedly dead and gone? Are these guys even human? Shima tried to process everything. Who knows? Jiraiya looked at the Pains. Just what exactly are you, Pain? Asked Jiraiya. Pain is actually a designation that refers to the 6 of us as a group, said the Diva Path. But why are there 6 Rinnegan bearers? Asked Jiraiya when suddenly he gasped in shock knowing who they were. Konoha. Tsunade looked at her village through her windows. She looked at the rain covering the village. She remembers everything about Jiraiya. I'm sure Master Jiraiya is fine. From all the Pyo, Shizune was cut off by Tsunade. He's not coming back, said Tsunade as she turned her head to Shizune. That's what I bet him before he left. Because he knows I never win any of my bets. Oh, I see. Shizune walked out of the office. Tsunade turns her body back to the window. Always tries to be cool. She smiled remembering things that Jiraiya said. Well, when he comes back, I won't let him have his cool anymore. Back to Jiraiya. I know that face. Is that you, Yuhiko? Jiraiya realized that he already met these people. Just what is going on here? You said that Yuhiko died, and those eyes. You see Yuhiko's image when you look at me, but Yuhiko's been dead for some time. All that remains is pain, said the Diva Path. Stop with the wordplay, just tell me why you possess the Rinnegan, shouted Jiraiya. What are you talking about? Asked Fukasaku. One of my former student is now among the 6, he didn't possess eyes like that back when I taught him, said Jiraiya. What is going on then? Are you telling us there are 2 child of prophecy? Asked Shima. No, that's not it either. When I saw the Rinnegan, I convinced myself that the first one with it was Nagato. But he's different from Nagato. Upon close inspection, none of the 6 reminds me of Nagato's much. But one of them resemble Yuhiko, explained Jiraiya. Just what the hell are you, Pain? Shouted Jiraiya. We are Pain, that's all. We are gods, said the Diva Path as they jumped down and attacked Jiraiya. He quickly dodged and countered Pain's attack. He tried to punch Yuhiko, but he caught his fist. Yuhiko, how is it possible that you possess Nagato's eyes? Asked Jiraiya. Even if you knew, even if I told you, You lose, said Pain as he threw Jiraiya. One of the Pains used missile to attack Jiraiya, which he dodged by climbing up the building. Lad, just give up already, said Shima. I need to find a way to defeat them even if I die, said Jiraiya when suddenly the wall behind him exploded. Jiraiya pulled the animal path version of Pain down into the water and into a barrier. I don't sense his presence, said the diva path as he looked at where the animal path was pulled down. The animal path landed on a dissolving platform. Is this some sort of barrier? Asked Pain. Suddenly the dissolving platform sinks. Gastric acid, said Pain as he jumped away. Suddenly Jiraiya swung with Shima's tongue, Rasengan. The force pushed Pain down into the gastric acid. Jiraiya panted as he landed on a platform. Yes, you did it, Jiraiya boy, said Fukasaku. Half of Pain's body emerges from the gastric acid and stabbed Jiraiya through the arm and the shoulder. Is he dead? Asked Shima. I barely managed to kill one of them, and only after dragging him into my barrier, said Jiraiya as he sat down. Jiraiya broke the chakra rod only to feel an intense pain. My body. My chakras agitated. Hold on, said Fukasaku as he pulled the rest of the rod. Their entity is a complete mystery, and they seem to use our weapons too, said Fukasaku. And they aren't mortals any longer, there's something else entirely, said Shima. Jiraiya processed everything. He saw the mark on the animal's path forehead and knew that he made the scar. This is our chance to escape, said Fukasaku. I know, and I know that I might die if I go up there, but maybe I could deduce our enemy's identity. This is the only chance to uncover the truth. Plus this is the time for selection that the great Toad Elder told. You and Ma should go take the intel on Pain we gathered so far along with this corpse, and please tell Tsunade Jiraiya was cut off by Fukasaku. Ma should be enough to handle all that stuff, said Fukasaku. Huh? But you, Jiraiya was cut off again, but by Shima this time. You just have to be back at dinner time, said Shima. Yeah, when we're all done here I'll bring Jiraiya boy here to dinner, said Fukasaku. Thank you so much, replied Jiraiya. Jiraiya ascended from the water slowly. Fukasaku summons a large shuriken and threw it at Pain, but missed. He looked around. It's just as I thought, they're all shinobi I've encountered before in my journey, said Jiraiya looking at all their faces. That's it, I figured out who Pain is. 4 of the Pains jumped. Suddenly one of the Pain uppercut him from underwater, breaking his throat. Jiraiya boy, said Fukasaku. You figured it out too late, said the diva path while he is jumping. 4 of the jumping Pains stabbed Jiraiya on his back, slamming him to a platform. Jiraiya boy, hang on, said Fukasaku. This is not good, my throat, thought Jiraiya. Naruto, now that I think about it, you really did turn out like my character from my first book. Your father must be proud of you. I will not die here, I will endure this and get back up at least long enough to send a message to help you, thought Jiraiya as he lifted his head up. The Hiko parted from the other Pain. He jumped heading for Jiraiya's head. Stay down this time, sense. Rasengan, shouted a voice. The diva path didn't have time to dodge, even though the others were watching because he was airborne. It made him flew away from Jiraiya. Sensei, Naruto cried out, opening his mask. Jiraiya tried to talk as he looked at Naruto, but his throat was damaged badly. Naruto, he can't talk, his throat, said Fukasaku. We have to get out of here, said Shima. I already prepared an idea. Gamakichi will use the reverse summoning jutsu, sending us back to Konoha. We need Bachan to fix this. My boy, he won't survive long without medic, said Fukasaku. I'll put him into stasis, it'll buy us some time, but I'm not sure how long it could last. The damage is too great, said Naruto as he put Jiraiya into stasis. Fukasaku and Shima nodded in agreement. So the 9 tails Jinchuriki, huh? You saved us time, we don't need to find you now, said one of the Pains. All of them jumped prepared to stab Naruto. Look out, said Fukasaku. Before any of them landed, Naruto took Jiraiya and jumped away. He made cage bushins to fight Pain. Konoha. Amakichi went inside Tsunade's office from a window which she just opened. Amakichi, what are you doing here? Asked Tsunade. Jiraiya need you help. You need to go to the hospital now. Gamakichi followed Tsunade, who quickly ran. Shizune, come with me, shouted Tsunade. At the hospital, Tsunade quickly busted the door as she ran to receptionist. Lady Tsunade, what can I help you with? Asked the receptionist. At me the largest surgery room, send Sakura and any available medic in there, shouted Tsunade. She ran outside again to summon Kitsayu. Tsunade, what do you need? Asked Kitsayu. Can you shrink? I need your help to heal Jiraiya, said Tsunade. Of course. Kitsayu then shrank to the size of Gamakichi and jumped at Tsunade's shoulder. Tsunade quickly ran to the surgery room she ordered and found Sakura, Shizune, Gamakichi and a few other medical nins. Lady Tsunade, you called us here? Asked Sakura. Yes, I did. Gamakichi, where's Naruto and Jiraiya? Asked Tsunade. Gamakichi quickly used his reverse summoning jutsu. A puff of smoke appeared. Naruto quickly stood up holding his sensei. Bachan, sensei needs your help, said Naruto with Shima and Fukasaku jumped down from Jiraiya's shoulder. Tsunade quickly grabbed Jiraiya and put him onto the bed. I used stasis on him, said Naruto, who is tearing up. Good, Naruto, you should wait outside, alright, said Tsunade as she removes her green robe. Naruto nodded and went out of the surgery room with Gamakichi. A Megakure. He got away, said the Diva Path as he returns to the group 8 witnessing Naruto's escape. He used a Toad Jutsu to escape, said another pain. We'll just need to find him then. Konoha. Naruto went to his apartment with Gamakichi. He opened the door. Yugito shouted, Naruto crying a bit. Yugito quickly went out of their room and hugged Naruto. Naruto-kun, are you alright? Asked Yugito. It's Jiraiya-sensei. Pain he broke his, said Naruto while crying a bit. He broke his what? Asked Yugito in a worried tone. Pain broke his throat, Naruto saddened. Yugito hugged him tighter. Where is he now? In the hospital with Bachan, replied Naruto. Don't worry Naruto-kun, he'll be alright. Lady Tsunade is the best in medical jutsu, right? Asked Yugito, who was trying to cheer her boyfriend up. Yeah, she is. Naruto smiled a bit. Gamakichi spoke. Luckily Naruto already set up a plan before he goes there. He managed to get back here with my reverse summoning jutsu. Yugito nodded. Thank you. You're welcome, replied Gamakichi. Naruto and Yugito sat on their couch. They talked about pain. Gamakichi also sat down on another couch. They waited for Jiraiya's surgery to be over in Naruto's apartment. Disclaimer. Don't own Naruto. After waiting for 10 hours, Gamakichi went back to Mount Mayaboku. Naruto and Yugito went to the hospital where Jiraiya was being taken care of. They entered the hospital and went to find Jiraiya's room. You think he'll be alright after what happened to him? Asked Naruto while walking in a corridor looking for a specific room number. I'm sure he will, he's a Sannin. He can endure that. Yugito saw Jiraiya's room number and open it. In the room, there is Tsunade, Shizune and Sakura checking his condition, while Shima and Fukasaku seems to be using a Toad medical jutsu on Jiraiya. Ah, hello Naruto, my boy, greeted Fukasaku. Hey pa, how's Jiraiya-sensei? Asked Naruto. He sat down on a chair next to Jiraiya while Yugito talked to Tsunade. He's healing greatly. After the surgery Ma and I decided to fasten his recovery with our medical jutsu, said Fukasaku, while healing Jiraiya with some sort of green chakra on his hand. Oh, that's great. Naruto sighed in relief knowing that Jiraiya would be fine. He wanted us to give you this. Shima gave Naruto a scroll with 3 specialized kunai. Naruto's eye widened as he heard accepted the gift Shima gave him. What is this? He opened it and found out that it's the scroll for the Flying Thunder God with 3 special kunai. Jiraiya here told me to give you this earlier during our fight with Pain, said Shima. It was your father's, wasn't it? Asked Fukasaku. Yeah, it is. Naruto looked at the kunai, but first things first, what do you have about Pain? Jiraiya told us something about his former student, Nagato. He said that Nagato is controlling the 6 Pain. He also told us that he came from the same clan as you did, Uzumaki clan, said Fukasaku. What, are you serious? He's in Uzumaki? Asked Naruto. Apparently yes, he is from the Uzumaki clan, at least that's what they told me, came a voice behind Naruto, which is from Tsunade. Huh? Naruto raised an eyebrow. So he's from my own clan? Yes, he is, Tsunade replied. Naruto stood up. Ma-pa, take care of Jiraiya-sensei. Shima and Fukasaku nodded. Yugito, come with me. Naruto started to walk to the door. Bachan, I'll be back soon. Yugito followed him from behind. Where are you going? Asked Tsunade. Somewhere important, replied Naruto as he left the room with Yugito. Naruto walked in a bit of a rush. Naruto-kun, slowed down. Where are we going? Asked Yugito, who was trying to catch up on Naruto. The library, I need to check something, replied Naruto. Sasuke. He stood inside of the Akatsuki hideout. He met a man with an orange mask who admitted that he is Madara-cha. How are you not dead? Asked Sasuke. How? Simple, it's not my time yet, replied Madara. But you died a long time ago. Sasuke shouted at him. That is what most people believe. Sasuke Uchiha. Madara pulled out a scroll. Before you do anything stupid, Sasuke, you should read about this. He gave Sasuke the scroll. Sasuke's eyes widened as he read through the scroll. Danzo. His mind screamed out like crazy when suddenly his Sharingan developed into Manjikyu Sharingan. I want to kill him. I want to kill Danzo. Shouted Sasuke. Now, we should train that new eyes of yours. Sasuke. Madara, use his teleportation technique. Library. Naruto quickly ran to the U section of the library. He picked up a few books about the Uzumaki history. Naruto-kun. What are you doing? Asked Yugito. I'm searching about Nagato Uzumaki. I have to find something about this bastard, replied Naruto, who opened up a few books. After reading some books for a few minutes, Naruto looked at Yugito. Yugi-chan, pack up. We're going to Uzashigakure, said Naruto as he picked up the books he read. Why would we go there? Asked Yugito in confusion. We're going to the destroyed Uzumaki village. I'm sure we could find things about him there, replied Naruto. Should we tell Lady Tsunade about this? Asked Yugito, walking next to Naruto. No, we shouldn't. If she finds out, she won't let us go there. We should just leave a note. Naruto picked up a map of the ninja world and head back to his apartment to pack some things up. Hospital. You two have any idea where Naruto is going? Asked Tsunade. Fukasaku and Shima shook their head. Tsunade sighed. Where could the Gaki be going in such a hurry? Maybe I could find him. Asked Sakura. No, I think he needs some time alone, replied Tsunade. Konoha streets. Naruto and Yugito packed as fast as they could and left Konoha in a hurry. Naruto left a note for Tsunade in her office. Izumo and Katetsu, who was guarding the gate, stopped them. Where are you going, Naruto? asked Kotetsu. I'm going somewhere important, just let us pass, Naruto said in a hurry. Kotetsu and Izumo stepped aside. Naruto and Yugito quickly ran. That was odd, don't you think? Izumo looked at the two sprinting in a hurry. Yeah, it's not every day we see Naruto running in a hurry, replied Kotetsu. I wonder where he's going, said Izumo. Sasuke an hour later. I have a mission for you, Sasuke, said Madara. What mission? Asked Sasuke. It's very simple, I want you to capture the Hachibi Jinchuriki. We've already located the location of where he usually trains. Madara gave him a map. How about Danzo? Asked Sasuke angrily. There will be time, replied Madara as he walked away. Many hours later in Konoha, Tsunade went back to her office with Shizune after making sure Jiraiya is stabilized. She sat on her desk and noticed Naruto's note. She read through it and her eyes widened. That Gaki. Tsunade shouted a bit. Tsunade-sama, are you alright? Asked Shizune. Go get Kakashi, Guy and Yamato. Now. Shouted Tsunade. I can't believe he actually did that. Tsunade rubbed her forehead. Unknown location somewhere in Land of Fire. Naruto and Yugito was jumping from tree to tree before they clashed with Sasuke's team. Sasuke. Shouted Naruto. Sasuke looked at him. I have nothing to do with you, in fact I have better things to do. What do you mean, Sasuke? Shouted Naruto. Danzo was all Sasuke said before throwing the scroll Madara gave him. Naruto picked it up with Yugito guarding him. Naruto's face looked like he saw a ghost after reading the scroll, but why? The Sharingan, he wanted power, said Sasuke. I might be an Akatsuki, but my only target is Danzo. Naruto nodded a bit. Sasuke, you need to come back to Konoha. No. The village, it tortured Itachi, said Sasuke in grief. We can take care of Danzo, said Naruto. If only I could believe you, but Danzo is mine, Naruto. I will be the one taking him down, not the council, replied Sasuke as he left with his team. Naruto held Yugito. Naruto-kun, why did you let him get away, asked Yugito. He's my best friend, and if you read this scroll, you would understand. Naruto gave her the scroll and she read through it. Well, what kind of a monster is he? Asked Yugito. We'll give this to Bachan when we get back, for now we should continue, we're close to the land of the whirlpools. Back in Konoha. Lady Tsunade, you called us here? Asked Kakashi. Yes, I called all three of you. Apparently Naruto and Yugito went to the land of whirlpools. He decided he would find the truth of the Uzumaki there. I want you to get him back here, said Tsunade. The two went alone? Asked Yamato. Yes, Tsunade replied. Now go. The three still stood in their place. What are you waiting for? Go. Shouted Tsunade, which made the three ran as fast as they can. She's having a bad day, said Guy. Let's just go, replied Kakashi. Land of Whirlpools. An hour later, Naruto and Yugito walked around looking for a boat to rent. Wow, what did they do to this village? Asked Yugito looking at the remains of the village. Burnt it down, apparently, replied Naruto as they continued walking around. They met an old white bearded person who is sitting on his boat. Excuse me, can we rent your boat to the village? Asked Naruto. Why would you go there? It's nothing but a destroyed village now, replied the old man. I just wanted to visit my parents' village. Naruto looked at the man. Tell me, who is your parents? Asked the old man as he stood up. Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki, replied Naruto. You're the son of the Yellow Flash and the Kyuubi Jinchuriki. The old man's eye widened. Yeah, you got that right. Naruto smiled a bit. Sure thing then, get on the boat, I'll take you there now, smiled the old man. Yugito and Naruto sat on the fishing boat. You know, Naruto-kun, you should learn that scroll. It could be really useful, said Yugito. Yeah, I agree, I'll do that there, Naruto smiled. A few minutes passed. Naruto and Yugito arrived at the remains of the village. Thank you, old man. Naruto and Yugito said at the same time. You're welcome. The old man left. Wait, Naruto-kun, how are we going back? Asked Yugito. We'll find a way, or we could just run on the water, replied Naruto. Alright then, said Yugito. They walked around the village for a while before finding a large burnt mansion with the Uzumaki symbol on the broken door and the Senju clan symbol on another smaller building. This must be the clan house, said Yugito. They went inside. Wow, it looks messed up. Naruto looked around. They went to everywhere they can inside the mansion for a while. Most of the books are burnt, Naruto moaned. Well, we didn't find anything here. Yugito and Naruto walked to the entrance when suddenly Naruto noticed something. Wait, Yugi-chan, look. Naruto pointed at a room that they didn't notice earlier. That's new. Yugito and Naruto went into the room. As they walked in, it looks like the whole room is empty, even though it's extremely large. It's empty, said Yugito. It can't be empty. Naruto saw a Uzumaki swirl on a wall. He touched it, and it suddenly spiked up with a small blade. Ouch, Naruto screeched. Naruto-kun, are you okay? Asked Yugito. Yeah, I'm fine. Naruto stood up. Suddenly the whole room lit up and the room was suddenly filled with many books and scrolls. Wow, both Naruto and Yugito looked at the giant library, but something caught their attention as they saw a wall opened up in front of them. They went inside of it, going down through stairs. They went down the circular stairs. As they reached the bottom, there was a door. What do you think is in there? Asked Naruto. I'm not sure, replied Yugito. Naruto opened the door to find much more scrolls and books. Even more scrolls. Naruto looked at all the scrolls. Yugito walked around before finding a door. Hey, Naruto-kun, called Yugito. Naruto quickly came to her. Yeah. As Yugito opened the door, inside of it there were many weapons. Whoa, we could use these weapons for literally our whole life, said Naruto in awe. Yes, so man, weapons. Yugito went into the room with Naruto. After checking everything out, Naruto decided it is time to find out about Nagato Uzumaki. He sent 100 cage bushins to train the Flying Thunder God technique, while the real him, Yugito and their cage bushins, searched the room for anything about Nagato Uzumaki. After searching for nearly an hour, Yugito found a book with a large Uzumaki symbol on it. When she tried to open it she failed. She gave it to Naruto, but when he touched it, the Uzumaki symbol started to glow, and it opened itself. Looks like it only opens to an Uzumaki, said Yugito. Welcome Uzumaki-sama, you are now permitted to read and learn about the Uzumaki clan history and secrets. Generations of Uzumaki leaders has left their secrets within these pages in order to bring peace to the world, teach the next generation, and learn our previous mistakes. You are now the newly chosen head of the Uzumaki clan. Naruto's name suddenly appeared on the bottom of the first page. Seems like you are the head of the Uzumaki clan now. Yugito looked at Naruto. So Naruto started to flip through what seemingly to be endless pages. He read through it, reading through many things the earlier head of Uzumaki clan wrote. Naruto then came to a name Nagato Uzumaki. This is it, he said, Yugito still sitting next to him. As he read through it he finally know the secrets within pain, the sixth path. Naruto asked to himself. He continued reading, the Rinnegan is the ultimate Dojutsu. He thought to himself. Naru-kun, I think with these many secrets we should keep this quiet, said Yugito. Yeah, I agree, if our enemies find out about this book. Naruto looked at the book. It'll be bad, Yugito continued. A few of Naruto's cage bushins came back with some scrolls containing wind affinity jutsus. Naruto grabbed the book and went outside with Yugito. We should eat. Yugito pulled out an instant ramen. Yeah, all that searching made me hungry. Naruto grinned a bit. The sun was going down and the two continued to eat while Naruto's cage bushins is making a tent for them to stay in. What if Naruto and Yugito have a child council bashing? Thanks for watching my video till the end. If you enjoy this content, then do consider subscribing to my channel and leave a like if you guys need the next part. Comment down, and thanks for watching the video and see you guys in the next video.